a dream. Melancholy miles downstream. No one's safe, or so it seems. Worlds unravel at the seams. You have fallen into the EuroCrypt. There is no escape from this EuroCrypt. You have fallen into the EuroCrypt.
All right, man.
Hey, what's happening?
We are back in there like swimwear.
Yep, finally tonight we got on.
And I got to do this, man. But I'm gonna do this shit off camera because I don't know if I can keep a straight face. But I'm gonna do this shit right quick though. So, Giallo, is it me you're looking for?
Don't give up a day job, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's a great title though for the
man.
show, man. I think Uncle Bill mentioned it, didn't he, in the comments as well?
Yeah, I saw
saying
that,
it's
man.
genius.
I was like, oh shit, appreciate it, man.
Yeah. You had to sing it though.
Yeah, I had to do that shit. Some little Lionel Richie, man. Where else do you get Lionel Richie in the EuroCrypt?
Exactly. Where else can you link into like Oasis of Fear and Hotel Fear and all that?
Yeah, man. So we're gonna be covering some Giallo, man, in the EuroCrypt finally. Again. So
exactly, yeah.
So the first one is gonna be a movie called Slam Out, or The Designated Victim. It's also known by that title. From 1971. Yeah, it's got Thomas Million and some other dude.
Yeah, the Count. Let's just call him the Count for now.
Yeah, the Count.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's the one I got is the Mondo Macabro.
Yeah, I've got that one too. That's
Okay.
Pierre Clementine, the guy you're on about as well.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, we'll be talking about that one first, and then we'll get into Umberto Lenzi's Oasis of Fear.
Yeah.
Which this is the Shameless release. And then see, Darren's got
of course I've got that as well.
And then I got this one too, that An Ideal Place to Kill.
The cover art is shit on those releases. I like this one on the DVD.
Yeah, that one's better.
I've always liked that.
I do kind of like this one though, once you know what it is. Because when I first seen it, I didn't know what the fuck that was. But
right. Yeah.
After I know what it is, it's like, oh yeah, I like that.
It's kind of iconic, that Union Jack shirt he wears.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. I don't mind that either. You know?
Yeah, I suppose it's not too bad. I just wish they'd have gone with the Shameless like DVD art.
Right. And it's got like this other one. Hold on. Let me show this one right quick.
Yeah.
That one there. Wait.
Yeah, I mean, that's okay because it does show that image at the bottom of the screen, but nothing's like as good as that one. Like, to me, I know that's like the poster art of the original.
Yeah,
like Locandina.
That is the best one. That one you put up,
and it's such an iconic image of the film as well. You know, with her mouth taped up and that.
Right. I dig Oasis of Fear quite a bit, man. And and then the last one, man, is fucking masterpiece in my opinion. Francesco Barilli, man. Hotel Fear.
Well, he doesn't agree with you. The director doesn't agree that it's a masterpiece, but it fucking is. It's a gem that I think gets overlooked and gets criticized wrongly for being. We'll come into it for like being slow and obviously it's a Giallo film that's very much different to all the others. You've got no black. Well, actually, I don't think you've got any black glove killers in any of these. So
I can't. Well, it's almost like a black glove killer though, because the
killer's
wearing. Yeah, it's wearing a trench coat and the fedora, you know.
That's the only scene, yeah.
Right. So, I mean, but I kind of agree with Roberto Curti, what he said about it. He said that in this one, he wouldn't consider it a gothic, he wouldn't consider it a giallo, and he wouldn't consider it a psychological drama, but it has elements of all three.
All three. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's hard. Apart from like one or two scenes, it's hard to lump it into the giallo category, but I do anyway. But I'm looking forward to talking about that the most, to be honest. Because
same here, man. And I'm glad we're getting Designated Victim. We're doing it first.
Oh man, yeah, I love the Designated Victim as well. I'm going to put it out there. I love all three of these films.
Right.
I
do have. Let's catch the chat right quick before we get going.
Here,
man. Let's see who's in here. So we got JB in here. He says, straight up, subjective perspective. I have these Mondo Macabros.
Hey,
yeah,
what's
man.
Up, man.
That's awesome. And I got to give Mondo Macabro some love, man, because I don't think enough people mention them. And one thing I've noticed, I don't know if most people notice it or not, but most every release they put out is in is region free.
It is, yeah.
ABC, right? All three. It's got 3 regions on the Mondo Macabro stuff. So,
and they do like really well with their limited editions as well. I'm not sure if you got this one.
I see you got the fancy red case, man, on that one.
Yeah. So I've got the Roberto Curti's like a book on the film, and you've got all the like lobby cards. I suppose I should have mentioned them when we do the film.
Yeah.
Okay. But they do some great like limited editions, but you've got to get in there early with that.
Kind of like people buying, like just going ape shit crazy over them red cases.
Oh yeah, it's like all these collectors.
That shit's crazy to me because I could just go to
I
could just go to the damn Dollar Tree, man, and get some red cases.
You know what these collectors are like, man. They're just fucking crazy. They are.
Oh, we got Funk Squatch in here, huh?
Hey, what's up, man?
Shit.
What did you call him? What did you call him, man?
Funk Squatch.
I thought you said a dirty word then before.
Yeah. You got Dan. Shout out, guys. What's going on, Dan, man?
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Yeah, man. Check out Dan, man. Flesh Wound Features. And we also do the Dead End Drive-In with him over on Visited by Voices Network. So
absolutely, check that out, yeah. We got to get one of them planned soon as well.
Yeah, we'll be doing something soon, I'm sure. Got Adrian James in here. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
Got Tex, as always. Welcome to the Panel of Pain.
It wouldn't be the same if we didn't have Tex in the chat, man.
And we got Visited by Voices Network, Lauren.
Yeah, he's calling you out for your singing there, I think.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, Lauren?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, okay, everybody's talking. Giallo, is it me? You're looking poor. Yeah.
Giallo.
Hotel Fear is really fun. Mondo Macabro never gets the recognition it deserves. It's one of the top boutique labels. I totally agree.
I wouldn't call it fun, but I know what you mean.
I agree about the Mondo Macabro.
Yeah, it's certainly not fun in places, I will say.
Hotel Fear's it has some parts of the film that's fun, but then it's got some dark shit going on too.
It is. It's like a fucking cloud is over that film from the start. Even though it starts in bright sunlight, it's like yeah. And there's some interesting stuff I got on that as well, which I think Dirk's probably read up on. The Dario Argento Infernal Angle, which we'll come into.
Justin Marino says, the Panel of Pain. What's good, fellas? What's happening, man?
Hey, what's up, mate?
Yes, I don't get the red case obsession. Sometimes they have an exclusive CD, but usually it's just the case. Yeah. I
mean, if it's there and it's being sold, I get it, but I'm not going to go ape shit and start.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, people spend $100 on eBay for that red case, like, I don't know.
Oh, right. Just give me the regular, man, usually.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. Dan says, I'm pushing for a Giallo-themed death match for Last Tournament on the Left in California. Oh, okay.
Okay. Awesome. Nice, man.
Hell yeah, man. All right,
man. You have to send us videos of that.
Yeah.
Pictures of that.
Yeah. Well, we got a pretty good crowd in here, man, tonight. We got close to 30 people in here, so that's pretty awesome.
Oh,
I appreciate
nice.
everybody. Yeah.
Maybe the later time is working better for people.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the films. I don't know. But
yeah. Well, at least we haven't got the distraction of wrestling tonight, or I'm not sure anyone else. I don't know if DEADPIT's got a stream later. Should have checked actually.
Right. But yeah. So I just want to get this out the way right quick. All right.
They seem to get longer and longer, man.
Mm-hmm. The whipping ensues.
Yeah.
But anyway, man. So I'll kind of give mention Maurizio Lucidi, right?
Yeah.
Which the only other, like, he did a lot of spaghetti westerns. I don't think I've seen any of his films though. I was looking through his filmography. He's like Hallelujah for Django in '67. It Can Be Done, Amigo. He did a lot of spaghetti westerns and stuff.
He did, yeah.
State Line Motel is one that I do want to see though. That's Policio Tesco.
Is that the one called Motel of Fear? I think as well.
I don't know. State Line Motels.
Yeah, it's the same film. I'm pretty sure. You have seen Nosferatu in Venice. He did actually film some scenes for that.
That's right. Yeah, I got that down too. But yeah, so Street People is another one I want to check out.
Yeah, not seen that one.
Yeah, it's from '75. And then he did some comedy films. He did a Hercules, the Avenger, which me and Darren will be covering next week.
Will we
1965. So
they could be on his own next week doing that one.
But the guy worked for Orson Welles on a film called Don Quixote. I guess that's how you say it. But it wasn't never finished. And I think Jess Franco finished the film. Dan would probably know if he's in the chat.
He was a really weird guy. Apparently never had no money. Yeah. Aldo Lado was a writer, which I'm sure it's gonna mention in a bit. But Aldo Lado said of Maurizio Lucidi, he just never had no money, and every time Aldo Lado got a check through each week, he would ask him to borrow money. And he was highly regarded as well, Lucidi. Like at one point, a lot of people highly regarded him as a director. He did do one that I have seen before called La Casa de Abita Corinne in 1996, and it's like the Giallo film, but it's got that 90s feel to it, which I really like. But I think I've heard that be slated, online, so it's not one I don't think it's gonna come out anytime soon.
Yeah. So getting on, like you said, man, the screenplay is done by several people though. You got a guy named Fulvio Gica-Pali, Luigi Malerba, Fabio Carpi. Addolato, though, claims that he's the one that, constructed the base idea of the film. From what I
tend to believe him as well. Watching the interviews, he was very much like based all his films in Venice, and this is based in Venice, So I tend to believe him, but there's a lot of writers on this one, yeah.
Right. And you got Augusto Caminito, which worked on Vampire in Venice, Nosferatu in Venice.
That's right, yeah. Well, a few of them did, didn't they? Yeah.
Right. And then moving on to the cinematographer, man, Aldo Tonti. Again, the only film that I recognized from that he's done was the Charles Bronson film Violent City, 1970.
Okay. Yeah.
Got Jill Ireland, Bronson's wife at the time.
Yeah.
So and it has Telly Savalas as well in that one. But there's one I do want to see of his, Mean Frank and Crazy Tony.
That's in the Pisteschi book.
Right.
Yeah. He did a couple. He did Bandits in Rome in 1968.
Okay.
He did a Giallo in 66 called A for the Assassin. Castle of the Living Dead in 1964.
Oh, shit.
And he worked on Obsession as well.
Obsession.
Session, yeah.
Session from
film,
Luchino Visconti.
Yeah.
That's like his breakout film, I guess, right? You know?
That is one of the early films of the Giallo genre. They say that's like probably the first. You know, and I know a lot of people, they always say Girl Who Knew Too Much, and we're all guilty of saying that at some point.
That's like 1943.
That's where it started. As far I can't really think. There's probably ones before that, but that's where it kind of started.
Well, this cinematographer, though, he knows what he's doing. He did over 100 films. So.
Yeah.
But and I got no complaints with the way the film looks. I mean, it looks great. There's the shots and everything.
It's shot fantastically well, actually, thinking about it. As good as anything you'll see.
And then like, I guess we can talk about the score a little bit. You got Luis Enriquez Bacalov.
Yeah.
He did the score for Django in 1966, which is like iconic as hell, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Caliber 9, great fucking score, 1972.
Amazing score, yeah.
Yeah. And then Shoot First, Die Later, which I haven't seen, but I know other people have highly recommended it. I think Justin Marino highly recommended that one. So
that's one I want to see as well.
Yeah. Yeah. I've seen the cover. It's a crazy cover. It's got a dude getting his face blown off with a gun. It's like, you know.
That's one, for our next Please Tesky show, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
He did quite a lot. He did kind of a lot of music for a few of them, like The Sicilian Cross in 76, Kidnap Syndicate in 75, The Last Round for Fernando De Leo, Madness for De Leo as well, The Devil's Game TV show, the one me and Dirk did actually watch, but failed to do a stream on.
We couldn't get through it, I don't think. Right?
Yeah. Oops. No, we couldn't. I did about 2 episodes, didn't we? And then we just decided to.
I was the same way, man. I was like, "Fuck, this is fucking."
I messaged you on the Friday and I said, "Look, I don't think we're going to be able to do this because
it's rough,
it's so bad. It's so bad."
I mean, eventually, I'll probably go back to it. Maybe.
Yeah. I'll definitely go back, but I'll do it like one at a time rather than because we were going to watch all of them in the set over the weekend. Oh no, man, that's not a good idea.
No, man, it's not.
And the Bava one, the Mario Bava one, wasn't that good, you said?
No, man, and it pissed me off because it didn't feel like Bava. I don't think it was Bava. You know?
Yeah.
I think they just put his name on it. So
ultra low budget as well, being TV, so they're not gonna hit for everyone.
Yeah. But did you want to go into the cast or anything?
Yeah, I could do. Did you mention the producer, Pier Ludovico Pavoni?
No.
And the reason I mentioned him, he was a cinematographer as well on Il Rosetto, Red Lips in 1960, and that's another great proto giallo that people need to see.
I've heard of Red Lips. I still haven't seen it, but
I think I might have sent you a copy of that. What a cast, man. So you've got Pier Clemente, he plays Count Matteo. And he started off life really badly, you know. He was in I think his mother, his father, had him and his brother in these really squalid conditions. She gave up the 2 brothers to adoption, so they were going through different families throughout his life.
Right.
And then at 12, I think he met a teacher in school who kind of urged him to do poetry, and he was well into all the arts, and he's a very kind of intelligent, well-spoken. He is in this film actually, but he was like that in real life. He did have his downfalls though. Even, you know, he worked actually on the Leopard for Visconti. One of his big breaks was Belle de Jour. He was a director in his own right. He did direct short films in the 70s, but he was done for and arrested for 2 years for possession of illegal drugs. So I think he got out after 15 months or something, 14 months.
Yeah, it's different stories because I heard Troy say I think 17 months. I mean, it's damn near the same, right?
Yeah,
it's not much different. But
you kind of don't do your full sentence anyway, do you? But
yeah.
With him as well, it's kind of interesting. He would give all his money away. that he made from acting. He would help the homeless.
I think he kept like a quarter of it or something, right?
Yeah, and he lived in a tiny little room. He had the money to buy a big mansion and all that, but he just decided, like, I want to live in this tiny little room. I don't want any luxuries to do in life, to do with life. So he lived on the basics, which is crazy when you think about it. But it's kind of, he's crazy in this film. So it kind of works out well.
Well, he's I guess he's just, I think I've heard stories like Keanu Reeves was like that, gives most of his money away.
Yeah. So. There's a few big names that do that. But you've got to mention Thomas Milian. So he was born in Cuba. And he didn't have the greatest kind of upbringing. His father was in the army. He was imprisoned, I think. But when he came out the army, he had a strained relationship with Thomas Milian. And he ended up shooting himself in front of Thomas at age 12, which is crazy, man, for the trauma. Do you know what I mean? To go through seeing that, your father kill himself.
Yeah, but he obviously shook through it, though, he
did. And he's gone on to be, I think, he's in my top 5 actors of all time. And he could very well be in the top 3 at this point.
Right.
Never puts in a bad performance. This included. I don't know how Dirk entirely feels about this one, which we'll come into, but I know for me, this, I think the way those two leading actors work off each other is fantastic. And the funny thing about that as well is, so Clementi decided that he wanted to not do this film anymore, and Thomas Milian only agreed to do it because of him. And they went back and forth, and I think Thomas Milian was phoning the director up and saying, look, he's going to quit the film. You need to come over here quickly. I think Aldo Lado was the one who come over and spoke to him. And so he stayed on in the film. So, yeah, it's kind of an interesting backstory when it comes to that. The only other person of note that I've got written down in the cast is Katja Christine, who plays Lover Fabienne. She was a Dutch actress born in Amsterdam. She was a model.
She's playing like a French model, though, in the film, right?
Yeah. So that chocolate advert at the start of the film was real, and she was actually in that for real.
Yeah.
But yeah,
the way the film starts is great. Like you know,
it is. Yeah. The only thing of note that I got down for her is 5 Women for the Killer, which is probably one of the worst Giallos.
It really is,
in my opinion.
I think I give that one like a 4 out of 10 or some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, something like that for me.
Pretty
but
bad.
She went on and she did really well in real estate. She used to sell like big houses and make lots of money in that.
Right.
But yeah, that's the cast.
Okay.
There's a few other.
So the film's basically, it was in. They can say whatever they want to say, but I think like all the writers said that they had never seen Hitchcock's film, Strangers on a Train.
I'm calling bit of bullshit on that.
I'm calling a bunch of bullshit because and of course it's from the Patricia Highsmith novel that was a year before the Strangers on a Train in 1950. She actually had some other novels like that we'll come into. I'll have to mention her again later on.
Yeah.
The Ripley series. There's like 3 of those.
Ripley's Game, I think it is. Yeah,
Ripley's Game, and then you had the terrible, other movies that were adopted from her novels and stuff. But
absolutely, yeah.
But yeah, man. Aldo Lado. What was I didn't write that down. Now I did hear that they also was inspired from some kind of something to do with the Catholic Church. Did you hear about that?
I didn't hear about that.
Okay. I should have wrote that down, but my bad, y'all. But anyway.
But I've got a fair bit about, because I took notes on the Aldo Lado interview. We can mention later if you want.
Okay.
It might be in there somewhere. It may be. But with these, so we're not going to spoil any of the endings to these. We'll go so far, I'm thinking, with the plot.
Yeah.
And then we'll kind of cut it off and just give little hints as to what may or may not have gone on.
Yeah.
So Stefano, played by Thomas Milian, he's this ad executive.
Well, hold on, I do have a synopsis. If you want me to.
Oh, okay. Sorry, man.
No, you good? You good? I just forgot that I wrote one out. So.
Yeah, no, right. You're good, man. You're good.
All right, so here we go. All right, Stefano is frustrated in his unhappy marriage with his very rich, controlling wife, Luisa. He meets a very effeminate Count Matteo, who convinces Stefano they can solve one another's problems through crisscross murders, kill for a kill. But Stefano realizes too late he has dealt with the devil, and life will never be the same.
Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Yep. Did you do that one yourself, or did you? Yeah. Yeah, that sums it up perfectly, man. Okay. So
appreciate
you've got Stefano. He's this ad executive, and he's taking, like, the first shots. He's taking naked photos of his lover, which is French Fabienne Baranga. She's a model. There's a bizarre shot of her, like, doing this commercial, which is actually a real commercial where she flies like a butterfly over the streets of fucking rivers of Italy or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it's Venice in the background. But it's kind of like he's in this really bad relationship with his wife. He's married to Luisa, who Dirk mentioned. Their marriage is on the rocks, and he's literally after selling her shares of this big company that he's involved in because he wants to pretty much leave her high and dry. I think he even mentions he's going to give her so much money and then just elope with his girlfriend. You've got The Shadows in the Night, the hippie song that plays early on and is played over the end credits. It's kind of like haunting and fucking, it gives me the chills every time I hear it. And I've got to say this, as much as, like, me and Dirk may disagree on certain parts of this film, but the ending, I think, to this is superb, and there's no way I'm going to give it away, but people, I think, need to, like, it is very Hitchcockian, but I think it's done so well.
I mean, I do have a couple gripes, but
I mean,
I can't really say what they are, though, because I'm gonna fucking spoil the film. I'll just say, I showed it in the damn trailer, right? So you do see someone has a rifle, right?
Yeah.
And then they just throw the rifle together. Like, maybe it's just me nitpicking and shit, but, like, they just throw the gun and rifle, they throw the fucking rifle together real quick. I mean, that fucking scope ain't, he's putting the scope on the fucking rifle.
Yeah.
The fucking scope ain't zeroed in, dude. There's no way that motherfucker would make that shot. Like, so, I don't know. I just little gripes like that, but
it is a shot for, like, a highly, like, marksman would probably be, like, be the only person to do for the job. I know you've got to overlook these things.
Yeah. That's just me, like, I guess most people would be like, oh, I don't give a fuck about that, but
Yeah. So he's with his girlfriend now, and they're walking around the streets of Venice, I think it is, and they come across this hippie character, Matteo, and what it is, I think they go to buy, like, a necklace, and Matteo wants to buy the same. Wants to buy the same one, and they kind of keep meeting up as the film goes along. When you really know what happens, it's probably not by chance, because I think Stefano's been singled out. I might be wrong. At first, it may be by chance, but I don't think so. Because he's at the casino. He's like, he's in the boat.
It's almost like this Matteo guy is obsessed with him, though.
It is. That's what I mean. I don't think it's like chance.
It's like homoerotic too, like, because he keeps fucking, like, getting real close to him, almost like he's gonna fucking kiss him in the mouth and shit sometimes, and, like, he just, like, touching him on his fucking shoulder and shit, and I'm just like, what the fuck, man,
I honestly didn't pick up on that as much as, like, until this time watching.
Right.
He's very effeminate, I will say. This Count, the way he speaks is, like, very elegant. You can tell he's got a good background. But then he puts a seed of, like, doubt in the mind of Stefano, because he knows that Stefano wants his wife dead, or put it this way, wouldn't mind his wife dead so he can get hold of her money. And he puts a seed of doubt. It's like, well, I'm being abused by my brother, and he shows marks on his body at one point.
And that seems weird too. You don't think like he's like,
it is weird,
going to get fucking antiseptic to clean his wounds and shit, and it's like,
like
real touchy feely on
this time round. Yeah, I could totally see that this time round. I don't know why it just went over my head the first 2 or 3 times, because I wasn't a massive fan of this for the first time I watched it, but it goes up every time. I would now call myself a fully fledged fan, but they got kind of like this. So this Count wants to kill his wife. Stefano's like dead against it. No, I couldn't repay the favor back in any way, shape, or form. I think it's good to go up to a certain point with this one. So his wife does end up getting killed, and the Count is responsible. But then he turns it over to Stefano and says, "Look, you're gonna have to do your end of the deal." I mean, we can go that far, surely. And
it's kind of like, I mean, if you've seen Strangers on a Train, it's damn near the same exact story almost,
I mean, you've got this kind of,
but then it's got this weird, strange ending at the end, which I'm not going to go into or spoil or anything. But
the thing is, though, the actual plan from the Count is so meticulous. He even plants like this German woman that has a one-night stand with Stefano, and that comes into the plot later on. I won't say why or how. And I mean, I think this film was called at one point Prime Suspect or something like that, or something to do with not Strangers on a Train, but one of those. I've got it written down. I'll come on to the notes in a bit. But The Perfect Crime. That's what I'm trying to think of. The Perfect Crime, which is, is a great title, I think, for this.
So hold on, let me catch this right quick. I see. Let me catch that right fast. I see JB saying the ending doesn't make any sense. Your own interpretation, designated victim.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Caffeine Horror. Cheers, guys. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, man?
And Justin Marino. Hey, homie. I can share your stream in a Kick community to help you hit 1,500 followers, 700 viewers, and earn 1,000 per stream. Let's chat. All right, man. I appreciate it.
We're not all about the money, man.
They lift Xeon. Okay. Keanu is actually a really nice guy if you look into his history. Yeah, he is. And he's talking about definitely bullshit on the Hitchcock, not seeing the Hitchcock film.
You can't. Yeah, there's no way.
And then he's asking, can you guys explain the ending or no spoilers? I really didn't want to. I mean,
it's up to you. I don't mind.
I mean, I can hit the spoiler button.
Yeah.
Get that shit out the way, and then I can do it that way, I guess.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk about the ending then.
Okay, let me find it. Shit, just so I mean, I know I'm saying it right now, but I gotta be all official and shit. You know how I do it. Here we go.
Mother, this cloth smells of death.
Okay, you have been warned. Warned. I love the ending to this. It's up there with something like Short Night of Glass Dolls in terms of you just don't know what's going to happen until that final shot, man. So Stefano gets put in such a predicament that this Count guy, he's completely got him nailed. He plants this German woman as an alibi. There's car tickets in it, parking tickets. He kind of gives him half of it and says, I'll give you the other half if you decide to kill, my brother.
But don't he have don't he have drugs planted in his house too? And
He does, yeah. He's way
like
ahead.
blackmailing the shit out of him, basically.
Blackmailing. And what it is, so we don't realize until the very kind of last 5 minutes whether he's going to go through with this.
Mm-hmm.
He's given a gun, or he's actually taken like a week or two before, and the count tells him, you know, I need you to shoot in this window at a certain time. I think it's 12 noon. And that kind of foreshadows, like, because they meet at 12 noon earlier on in the film, which is kind of weird. And then, yeah, if you pretty much, I give you the rifle. If you shoot into this window at 12 noon from this building across the way, you'll be killing my brother. You'll be doing me a favor. And we're kind of even then. So he's got no option. He's literally like, he's either spend his time in jail anyway, you know, or go out and do this and kind of hope that he can get away with it. And the only thing I will say is, right, so he does go ahead and do it. But I was a bit confused with the fact that, so the Count has already killed his wife, and he's got no problem in doing that. He's covered up every single, you know, fingerprints, all that. And the way I look at it is the Count wanted to commit suicide, but he didn't have the balls to kind of do it, and he wanted Stefano to do it. That's the way I saw it. Because we find out, you know, he shoots into the window, and we find out that the Count is actually the one in the chair that gets shot through the head. I don't know. What's your take on it, Dirk?
It's odd though, because it's like, because I was thinking about the characters, like there's like a power struggle between both the characters, and it's like they mirror each other as well.
Oh yeah.
Because some of them seem like one of them looks like he's got the upper hand, and then the other one will have the upper hand. It changes, the power struggle changes throughout the film. It's a weird ending, very strange. It's very ambiguous. It's left up to your own. And then even more questions. Did he really kill the guy? I mean, like, did anything happen after he killed him to him? You know?
Right. Yeah. And
it's just left open-ended. That's not really a spoiler in that way, in that sense, because we still fucking don't know.
It is ambiguous, the ending. That's the only thing I got out of it, was maybe it was like a suicide, but he needed someone else to do that.
So would you consider the Count like being like a martyr?
Kind of, yeah.
So he did all this shit for Stefano because he's obsessed with him?
So, yeah, but there's something...
you can look at it that way too, you know?
Yeah, I don't think it was planned. I don't think it wasn't planned. I think the Count planned all this out, and he happened to like zone in on, you know, on this character, and then he kind of, that was it, Stefano's character. And then it was always, I think there's a lot of fate in this film as well, about people's fate.
Yeah. Well, they meet 4 times, and that's mentioned too. And then the Count also says that he considers like a relationship, like they're like brothers or whatever. He considers a male relationship way more important than a female relationship, which I get these weird vibes from them, you know, like with that shit, you know. And
there's
really
homoerotic, there's definitely a homoerotic kind of thing going on between the two.
Right.
I thought more so to do with the Count's character.
More so with the Count, for sure. Yeah.
But looking back, maybe the two of them, it's I don't know. It's an interesting. I think it's one of the best endings. I really do. I just think I was just gripped. We just don't know how it's going to end. And I mean, for me, it goes up every time I see it. I think it was like a 6 out of 10 when I first saw it.
Yeah.
I covered it with Richard on Richard's podcast. Hello, this is the Doom Show. Subscribe and all that. And I think I'd give it a 7, but this time it's like an 8. It really is.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, man, I mean, there's a lot of good things about it, but then there's a lot of bad that it's just not my thing, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not my type of film. It's like a 4 out of 10 for me.
Okay. Yeah. I was convinced Dirk was going to like this one as well.
Yeah, I was excited to. I was thinking I was going to, because especially when you said it's like Strangers on a Train, I was like, oh shit, you know.
And because I think even though it's not like a complete gothic film, there's enough in there I thought that you might really like. Yeah. Obviously, the Venice backdrop is fucking amazing in any film.
The scenery is great. The cinematography is awesome. The acting's great. None of that. I mean, I think it has to do with the story, like the character. Some things are like, it's very slow paced. I think the pacing issues on some of the parts, like with the detective and shit, like some of that's just a little too much for me. I don't know. Like,
it is a slow burn, I will admit.
The police procedural shit just, and I don't mind slow burns, but for whatever reason, this one just didn't hit like other ones, you know?
I will tell people it is a 1 hour, 40-minute film. So be prepared if you're going into it.
It's also an hour 44 on the Italian version.
Okay, I didn't see the Italian. I'd be interested to see that if there's anything extra then. But this was like, I think the Fenaroli case as well. It was kind of based on too, like a crime that's well known in Italy, and I think there was a lot of crimes committed by women for economic reasons and financial gain. So it's kind of got a little bit of that in you. But that kind of counts for a lot of these Giallo films anyway. I think The Possessed, Luigi Bozzoni's The Possessed, is kind of based on that case as well.
I also want to bring up Rachel Nesbitt had a good point. You know,
oh, that's a great commentary track.
It's really good commentary they did. She brings up the fact that maybe he's not even real. You know,
yeah.
But in a sense, I can kind of see that. But then you got to kind of think of the other characters that are interacting with this character. You know,
right? Yeah.
But there is one scene that now that I'm thinking about it, like where you meet the Count the first time, and he's got like this zoned out chick that don't say a word.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's Stefano's, he's like, who's that? He's like, oh, that's just my slave. You know? I was like, what the hell is that shit about? Like,
at first you kind of think it's going to be like some kind of Charles Manson type figure.
He's almost like a fucking Willy Wonka character when they get on the boat. Or some shit.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I mean, he was like that in real life. He tried to take normal jobs at one point when he was younger, and he kept getting fired because of his long hair, and he's completely different to any, you know, he's kind of unique as a person. And everything you see in the film, he's like in real life as well. But I mean, I don't know. I think the writing to this, Aldo Lado, I think is the main person I would say. Is superb with all the little angles, like you said, the hidden like jewels and all that in the place. It's really well written. There's I don't think there's many plot holes, to be honest. I mean, you could say that bit at the end with the rifle that Dirk said maybe is a little bit far fetched, but
I mean, for sure, man. There's no way you're gonna throw a rifle together like that, and especially in 1971 or whatever, and fucking make that shot. I mean, there's no fucking way that's gonna happen. Like,
you gotta suspend disbelief.
I mean, it's killer though. Like the way it's shot, when you see when he actually takes the shot, and there's like this big bell behind him, and it's like dong, and all that shit's great. And he takes the shot, and then you see all these birds fucking fly, and I mean,
it definitely reminds me, not just Strangers on a Train, but Hitchcock in general, that ending. Definitely. Weirdly enough, the shots that Aldo Lado did do as kind of like an assistant director at one point, but he didn't actually shoot them in Venice. He did all his shots in the studio in Rome. Like all the interiors were done there.
Right.
But yeah, I think he first met, Aldo Lado first met Thomas Milian on the set of this film, and they had like a close connection ever since. But weirdly enough as well, Thomas Milian uses his own voice in the dubs of this film as well.
Yeah, so, and he also sang in the credits, right?
Yeah. because he was in a band, which we're going to come on later with Ray Lovelock in the next film, actually. But he started off as a musician in a band, like a rock band as well.
That's about all I got.
Anything else?
Yeah, well, I want to mention the New Trolls. They were on the score as well. They were a prog rock group. I forgot to mention them earlier.
Yeah.
And they toured with the Rolling Stones in Italy in 1967. So
okay. The last little bit I want to mention, I got to give Eugenio for his Darkening the Screen 2 book for credit for this.
Okay.
So this is what he put. Aldolado said, I liked Maurizio Lucidi, but he was terribly selfish and never had a dime. He spoke 2 or 3 languages, and his father was a famous editor. He could be very pleasant and definitely had a good sense of humor, but whenever I got my paycheck, he'd come to me and he'd be asking me for a bit of cash. Our friendship lasted quite a while, and I worked on the second unit of his film, Battle of the Sea, which we shot in Israel. I know he thought very highly of me. I wrote, obviously, the designated victim. So pretty much decent words for the director as well, from Aldolado. And just looking now, I got anything else? It did start off the title as Un Delito Perfecto, the perfect crime, which I mentioned earlier. But that's about it, yeah. I would say go into this one, because you're not going to get no Black Glove Killer.
Right.
But I would recommend it, but it's difficult because I know Dirk wouldn't. So
I wouldn't recommend
to really kind of weigh up.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I'd say, like, if you're a fan of Giallo, yeah, you need to check it out, watch it. You know, I'm gonna keep it in my collection for sure, but I highly doubt I'll revisit it. And I did watch it twice, so I did give it a 2-time viewing.
Yeah, I think I liked it the first time, but I didn't love it. But now I love it, which is weird. But if you watch it twice and it's not for you, then I doubt.
I think it's mainly the main thing that I have a problem with is I don't care for that guy, man, that Pierre Clementi. I don't know, it's something about him.
I think he works well for the film. I think he's a great kind of character.
He's got that. He's like one of them guys who just want to slap the shit out. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get that, but
I don't know.
I mean,
that's
Thomas
just me,
Millian.
Y'all take that for what you want to take it, but
I watch it just for Thomas Millian alone, man, because he's good in everything.
It's got a lot of good points to it. We forgot to mention his wife too, that she fucking just belittles the fucking dog shit out of him. So he does have a valid reason. He's, you know. But anyway, we've been on this one for a while, so like I'm ready to get on Umberto Lenzi's damn good Giallo, man.
Dirty Pictures,
Oasis of Fear, or An Ideal Place to Kill.
All in order, eh? Yeah. I mean, I've always loved this one, man. This is in my top 5.
This is a pretty solid one, man. And like, so it's kind of like, I know Umberto Lenzi, so we've covered Lenzi several times. I'm just going to do like a brief little thing on Lenzi, man. So he did over 60 films. He did adventure films, peplum, spy, war, Eurocrime, which is probably his strongest genre, is the Eurocrime.
It is, yeah.
Cannibal films, Giallo, supernatural, thriller films. So, everything from Orgasmo to House of Lost Souls, his last film,
Yeah.
Like, all in between. Great. One of the top, man. One of the top. I mean, he might be in my top 5.
In terms of like being versatile, he's got to be like in anyone's top 10 because he could do any like genre, like you say. He's just
right, and he did a lot of writing as well. A lot of people don't realize he wrote a lot of shit too.
He's definitely in my top 10.
Yeah,
for sure.
But so that's Lindsay. Like, if you want to know more about Lindsay, we got several streams we've done on him. So I'd say check them out, or if you don't know. But anyway, I do got a synopsis on this one. If you want me to.
Yeah, go for it, man.
All right. So this is 1971's Oasis of Fear. A young hippie couple living life on their own free-willed terms decide to travel and have a permanent vacation lifestyle, selling porno mags and giving the man the middle finger. But soon they run out of mags and money. They take their own dirty pictures, running from the law and out of gas. They end up at a upper-class home of a middle-aged woman where sex game, shenanigans, a murder plot, and nasty secrets become reality.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
This is kind of similar to Orgasmo in a way, a little bit.
It is.
It's kind of like you almost want to remake that film.
Well, Lindsay didn't want to do that. The producers fucking fucked him on it, is what he said. He said he wanted to make a film like Easy Rider.
Yeah.
He wanted to make a road movie, and he wanted the young hippie couple he wanted them to be drug smugglers, selling drugs and shit, but the producers wasn't having none of that shit. Is that Conti, right?
Yeah.
The
Ponte, is it? Yeah.
Ponte, my bad. Yeah, Carlo Ponte. He was like, hell no, you're not doing that. We're gonna do porno, because I guess pornography was illegal at the time in a lot of places, but where most of the film was shot at in Copenhagen, it wasn't illegal there. So like, Lindsay was like, well, this is fucking bullshit, man. You're dating the movie already. That's like one of the biggest complaints from Lindsay. He's like, it makes no sense. You're already like fucking my film up, you know, like.
Well, this is where I got an issue with Lindsay with this, because he hates this film. Or he doesn't. Maybe hates a strong word, but he doesn't like it. And we'll start off with the cast. He hated the cast of this film, which I think, like, I can't see any other people playing the cast as well. So I'll briefly go through them.
Well, they wanted Carol Baker.
They did, yeah. Which I'm glad they. Irene Pappas absolutely nails it.
Me. I'm glad that he didn't. I agree with Lindsay on that, because he's like, I don't want to keep using the same people in my film. You know, I don't want to keep making the same films and shit.
I don't think Carol Baker's as good an actress anyway as Irene Pappas by a long way. I mean, she's there. She's nice looking and all that, and she plays kind of the ditzy blonde a little bit. But Pappas is a completely different actress. Like, and she's amazing.
In a way, I kind of see what you're saying, but in a way, I'm not sold that she's an American housewife either. So,
well, the accent gives that one away. I know, I'll admit with that. I don't know why they couldn't like have to not make her an American kind of like wife.
But she had to be an American housewife. Yeah.
But she was, weirdly enough for her, right? So she went on to do Don't Torture a Duckling with Thomas Milian from, See the Connection. And she had the hearts of Thomas Milian throughout that shoot. And Thomas Milian got to a point where he was kind of trying to avoid her, like, because she made it plain that she wanted to sleep with him.
Right.
For me, I think she's an older lady who's very attractive. Just put it that way for me. I think she's a 40 or 50 something who's really attractive still in this film.
Yeah.
So she plays Barbara Slater. The ones, obviously the big one is Don't Torture a Duckling, but she did Bloodline, Ring of Darkness. She was a Greek actress, and she was a singer as well. And she was born in 1929. She became an international star through roles in films like The Guns of Navarone, Zorba the Greek, and Zed. Roger Ebert called her the most classically beautiful woman ever to appear in films, which is kind of like a big.
That's a big, bold statement, because you must have not seen too many films.
She's. Oh man, I agree with him.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of beautiful women that smash her, man. You know, come on, let's be real.
Oh yeah, but you got to put her into the age bracket, man. She's like 40 or 50. So she had a notable music career, recording albums like Theodakis, 68. She was married twice, but she had a secret relationship with Marlon Brando, who she literally described as the great passion of her life.
Did he bring his little buddy with him?
He didn't have his little buddy from that film. No. Fucking Lost. What film's that again? Fucking One in the Jungle. Yeah.
Oh, the Island of Dr. Moreau.
Island of Dr. Moreau. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Yeah. Who had to be in every scene, by the way, that film. It's fucking great.
I'll call you Mini-Me.
Yeah, the making of that is better than the film. But she lived in exile in Italy and New York during Greece's military junta from 67 to 74 due to her opposition to the regime. Sadly, she suffered from Alzheimer's in 2013 and went on passed away in 2022, age 93. So she was up there in age.
Yeah, she had a good one. Good life, man. Good long life.
Yeah. We've got to talk a little bit about Ray Lovelock. He plays Dick Butler.
Yeah, Fiddler on the Roof.
Yeah, one of his major standouts, I think. Or certainly
I remember seeing that movie when I was a kid. I fucking hated that fucking movie when
I was a kid.
A
music. Is it a musical?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember. I never went back to it, but I remember it was on all the fucking time, man. I fucking hated that fucking movie.
That was one of his breakthrough roles, I think.
Yeah, it's a big movie, big movie. Yeah.
But the ones for me, Murder Rock, obviously, Private Crimes with Martino, Last House on the Beach, which I've mentioned before. I've recently seen. I love it. Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. His best film, in my opinion, is Almost Human, another Lenzi film from 74.
Do you think it's his best role, though?
I'm
kind of thinking this might be his best role.
This is probably is where he's the lead.
Pretty close to it.
Yeah, because Thomas Millian's more the lead in Almost Human, and I do love both their roles in that. But this one could
Wait a minute, though. We gotta let sleeping corpses lie, right?
I've got that down as well. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, yeah, that's probably my favorite role of his.
At Manchester Morgue.
Yeah.
The Violent Four, Violent Rome. Like the list goes on. Play Motel, which I don't think you were a fan of. I've not seen it.
Oh man, that fucking movie.
And they're like a hardcore Giallo,
it's got hardcore porn inserts.
Yeah.
Like fucking.
I do own it, but I've never.
But it's not good though. You know what I mean? Like it's a really bad, poorly made Giallo, man. Like it's one of the worst I've seen. I gotta say.
That's what put me off watching it, to be honest.
I mean, you gotta check it out one day.
Yeah.
And I own it. But I
might come up on you one day. You never know. But so he's an Italian actor and musician. He began acting as a teenager, initially as an extra in films and commercials. He was discovered by a talent agent while performing in a rock band with actor Thomas Milian at Rome's Piper nightclub. He even sung. He released 10 singles in Italy. The theme to Live Like a Cop. He's actually on the theme to this as well. That's him singing.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah. He reached 34 in the singles chart at one point, and his album peaked at 19. All About Raymond Lovelock was the album's name. But he was into football as well. He was very young. He was a very good footballer, and he always captained Come
on, soccer or football?
Soccer, you would say, yeah.
No, I'm fucking with you.
I know. He was pretty talented at one point. He was going to sign for a big Italian football club. Right. And then he kind of went on to do, they used to do charity matches, and he would pretty much be the captain of like celebrity teams they used to play. Ornella Muti. Now, fuck me, man. I'm sorry I'm swearing again, but man, and you've got to be careful what you say, because she was only 15 in this film.
What's weird is
incredible.
I read that she was 15, but it's funny because I was listening to Lindsay and he was saying she was 17.
I mean, it don't make him like fucking like 15-year-olds like this anymore. Like, I'll put it that way.
I was taken back because I was like, what the fuck? Lindsay said she was 17 and a half. Oh, he said she was 17 and a half.
That's bullshit from Lindsay, I'm calling, because She did a film right when she was 14 called The Most Beautiful Wife.
Right.
And she was 14, and that was in 1970, and this is 71. I think Lindsay's trying to like justify the fact that he did take fucking nude photos of her. And even though she had like a body double, there is one scene, if you look close enough, in the shower where it's reflecting, you can clearly see her nude. And I think that's Lindsay maybe trying to exploit, you know, the girl at a young age.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts, man. Because I didn't know. I had no idea she was 15. I mean, she looks like she's fucking 20.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be careful what you say, because she is absolutely stunning, man. She does look like she's 20, 21. But she was in Atrocious Tales of Love and Death in 1979, another Giallo. Nest of Vipers in 78. The Bishop's Bedroom, another Giallo in 77, which I've never seen, by the way. The Nun and the Devil in 73, and The Most Beautiful Wife in 1970 for Damiano.
Okay.
Born in Rome, she was born to a Naples journalist father and mother, Estonian mother. She began her career at age 14, discovered by director Damiano Damiani for The Most Beautiful Wife. The big break came in Flash Gordon in 1980.
Oh, shit, I remember that.
Yeah, she played Princess Aura in that, if you keep a lookout.
No shit. I forgot about that. Damn it.
She dated some high-profile people as well. So she dated Timothy Dalton, the James Bond, UK James Bond guy. And she was linked to controversial figures like Silvio Berlusconi. She had an advocate for animal rights and has her own jewelry line. She's still very much alive at this point. But yeah, the only other guy I would mention in the cast is Umberto Rao, which we've mentioned 1,000 times before. He's a police inspector.
Yeah,
he was in The Bird of Crystal Plumage I mentioned before. So yeah. Right.
I forgot to mention the cinematographer in this is Alfio Contini. And he did The Night Porter from 1974.
Yeah.
That's an erotic psychological war drama, which I've never seen. Have you seen that one?
No.
Okay.
No.
Ripley's Game, which I was mentioning earlier, Patricia Highsmith's novel. It's the third installment, I believe, about Tom Ripley, the character.
Yeah.
And then he did cinematography. Well, that came out in 1974, right? Ripley's Game?
No, 2002. That was his last one of
2002.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What am I seeing? Beyond the Clouds, 1995. He won like some kind of the David D. Donatello Award for that.
Yeah, that's like the Italian Oscars, I think.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's all I had for him as far as cinematography. But
he did do Flavor the Heretic.
Flavia.
Really? Flavia, yeah. He did. Yeah, he was a cinematographer on that. Nero Vincentino. That's another Venice film in 78. But yeah, I haven't got too much on him actually.
Okay. Yeah.
But I mean,
there ain't a whole lot on him. You can't. There's not a lot. So.
Right. Yeah.
Which I thought he shot this really damn well though. Like you got some of these scenes where it's like fragmented glass scenes with kaleidoscope looking shit, like very trippy in the 70s. You know, a lot of fragmented kaleidoscope breasts, fragmented.
There's a fair bit of nudity in this, and there's a body double actress. I've got the name of her in my notes. We'll come on to later, but she actually doubled for both these characters, and now you see, and Irene Pappas in the blowjob. There's a blowjob scene with Irene Pappas.
Yeah,
and you can clearly see like it's a different body, like it's a younger woman's body, should we say? But yeah, so this starts out with a song, "Hey, Can You Live Your Life?"
Oh man,
and it's sung by Ray Lovelock himself.
Holy shit, I didn't know that was him. But that fucking song gets stuck in your head.
Man, I was gonna say get used to it because this pops up. Certainly in the first half of the film, this is like every other scene. Personally, I love it. I think it makes the film for me. But once that's in your head, like Dirk said, there's no getting it out of your head, man. that was performed by I. Leone and Lorenzo Visconti, and it was credited to Enroli Riccardi, but obviously, you know, Ray Lovelock done the vocals. So literally the opening of this film, so you get like a montage. So you've got Dick, who's played by Ray Lovelock, Ingrid, Ornella Muti, and they're running around in the rain. Another thing I got to ask you as well, the chemistry between those two. I know it's hard to like say because she's 15, but I thought the chemistry between these two were brilliant. It's completely, I could believe it. You know?
I had no idea she was 15. Like,
yeah,
I was taking Lindsay's word that she was 17 and a half.
I'm sure Lindsay was a bit like when he filmed her in that shower scene. So I think he's just trying to cover his ass, like I said earlier, saying she was 17. I believe he knew she was 15. But the chemistry of these two characters are like, yeah, magnetic, man. I think you totally buy into their relationship.
Too, though, right?
He was probably what I'd say about 21, 22 maybe.
Okay, yeah, he's pretty damn young in this one. But
oh yeah. And then
I did want to mention the locations. So it's shot in Tuscany, Switzerland, Copenhagen, and Rome. So
it is, yeah. It's like a wide,
I mean, there's a lot of good scenery in here. You got in the scores from Bruno Lauzi, or Lazzi, however you say it. But the producer's wife, Sophia Loren. She recommended that composer, Bruno Lazzi, or whatever. But he didn't really do much as far as film. This is his first film he ever did, right?
I'm not sure on that. Yeah,
this is his first film that he ever composed for. But a couple of his songs have went on into the 2004 film Ocean's 12.
Oh, that's right. He didn't go on to do a lot, though, did he?
No,
I think I was reading.
He did a lot of music, like albums and.
Okay, yeah. The Ray Lovelock character, he was asked by Lindsay to appear in Orgasmo, which came a few years in 68, I believe, or 69. And Ray Lovelock turned him down, but he decided to do this. So you've literally got these two hippie characters like into free love. And they're running around the city, in the rain. And
they're just like, don't got a care in the world. They don't got bills to worry about. Like
no, just young lovers living on the road, isn't they? Literally,
that one scene's hilarious. I mean, there's some great scenes like where there's all these. You see all these old women. They got to be in Rome, right? And they're looking at all these statues of all these naked statues.
Yeah.
And like these women look like they're lusting after these Don't it look like they're lusting after these statues?
It does.
And then they start like trying to sell them porno mags and shit. Like fucking.
This is it, like because that comes into the plot. Actually, they get deported at one point, but they don't leave. So literally, so they end up in Copenhagen, and they go into this sex shop, and by means of like making a living, I suppose you could say, they sell a lot of this pornography, magazines, records, kind of tapes, and that, and that's kind of how they subsidize their little holidays, and they live the high life at one point, don't they, for like a night.
Oh yeah, they don't give a fuck. They just blow all their money, and because there's one part where he's saying we're rich, and she's like, well, what does rich mean to you? So you get the sense like they don't give a shit. That's
a great fucking shot as well, because as they say that, we focus in on the men where they're just blowing their money. They're having like one of the meals at like a fancy restaurant. They got like a load of birds with them at some point.
They got all these damn white doves, and then they're wearing these white dove-looking jackets with like
matching, matching outfits, like
with the tassels and shit hanging, and they're like looking like white doves and shit, throwing the doves at all the rich people and shit. And
they drive this very distinctive yellow sports car as well, in the film. But yeah, they're just hustling for a living pretty much. You've even got, so my point is with this as well, and it's made a lot in this film, is that these two are not set out criminals. They're literally, they help a young boy. They give him like a kite when his own money like taped to it.
They got a shit ton of money connected to the kite, and it's like a bunch of balloons and shit. And they're like,
that's a great scene because it does show these guys are compassionate. They're nice people. They generally just want to have fun, which comes into play later on in the film because we think it does a 180, but I don't believe it does. Like even at any point, like maybe at one point Ray Lovelock's character kind of turns a little bit due to the circumstances, but pretty much they're really nice people. And it becomes their downfall right up until the final scene.
They're pretty naive.
Yeah, they are. But they kind of get busted, don't they, for doing this in Italy, for selling pornography. And
then they start they run out of magazines and shit. So then they start doing their own kind of pornography pictures.
They do, yeah. And like the old photo booths, I don't know if you still got them now, but she goes topless in some of the scenes. Like, and they're trying to sell their pictures in this garage, and the garage worker kind of clocks on that they're on the run, and he phones the police. So they're supposed to be deported, but they stay on in Italy, and they kind of run out of petrol at some point, and they pull up to this big villa. I think she says, "Oh, that's the big Oasis at the front." And things get wild, man. From then on,
she kind of turns on them at first. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here," kind of shit, because they're trying to steal her gas. Where they are, they're stealing her gas.
They do, yeah. But they do knock. So they're knocking, they're ringing the bell.
Right.
They're pretty much out to ask, whoever owns this big villa, will you kind of, help us get some petrol at some point, or gas? I know you call it in America.
Right.
And then when they've realized no one's home, I mean, I know they're going to pinch like gas from her vehicle, but they've got no option, man. They're on the run. They got nowhere else they can turn to. But what's interesting in that scene is Barbara knows, like she hears them, and she's on the phone actually to some guy. And she hears him at the door, ringing the bell and all that, doesn't answer. And she's we don't know at this point what's been going on, but she's on edge. And
she's very paranoid. Yeah,
she's put it that way. This one I don't think we'll give it away. And that character she's on the phone with as well comes into play later on too as a big plot point. So literally, she sees them stealing the gas. Like Dirk said, she turns on him. In the end, she becomes kind of friendly. They go, and she's like, "Well, you're hungry. I know you are.
Yeah, y'all stay the night." And then she's like, so Lindsay does this quite a bit in several of his films. There's some kind of like sex love triangle shit going on.
Yeah.
He does that shit. And then it's also speaking on kind of like how the rich treat the poor,
young.
I guess.
Yeah, the young.
I don't know if they're poor, not necessarily poor, but they're
they're
not rich. Right?
It's completely, that's the statement, the way the rich treat the young.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they go in and she kind of changes her tune. What we don't know at this point is like, what does she have a motive for turning out and being nice to them? There's that love triangle thing you said, she's kind of got the hots for, Ray Lovelock's character, and even Nellie Moody's character at one point, although I think she's doing that rather to get the upper hand in a scene.
Yeah.
But you've got they're partying scene, they're kind of getting on quite well. And then it all turns dark where...
What's that damn song that's playing when she's dancing with him? With Dancing with Ray Lovelock?
Yeah, I've got it in my head. I haven't got the title of it, but yeah. It's another... There's two songs in this that you can't get out of your head. Man.
Yeah.
What's it go like? What's it go? It goes to dooba dooba doo doo doo, something like that. Really
yeah.
But that's what I like about this. I do actually like the score to this one.
Right.
Things get turned like dark because she says to them her husband's due back at any time. And she keeps getting these phone calls off this guy who we don't know who he is at this point. And then she kind of concedes that she's a bit worried that her husband hasn't turned up. I think it's fair to say, there's some sexual goings on between the three. I don't want to give everything away.
Right. Yeah.
And there's a twist that
That's
First
a damn
time
good
I saw
twist at
this,
the end.
I never saw this coming, man.
Yeah, it's a damn good twist for sure.
I mean, they're outstanding. I think all three of these actors are outstanding in this. I don't know what Lindsay's like. Lindsay's very self-critical of all his works. I find.
It's also not his complete idea. Like his original idea, they took it away from him pretty much. You know.
Yeah.
Because like I said, with the drug smuggling, he wanted that in there. There's other things he wanted to be different as well. But
there is, and we've got to mention, right? So, out of nowhere, right? There's a scene with this motorcyclist, Agostino, the madman. He's played by.
Oh man, that shit don't work for me.
It doesn't. It's completely out. There's two completely scenes just out of the film. Really, it's just
that's from the producers. That's another thing Lindsay was talking about. But like, he's like a stunt. He's
a real life stunt guy from Naples.
Right.
Antonio Molino was his name.
Yeah.
And what's interesting about him is he was kind of anti-police, and he got put in prison again for like 2 years.
Yeah.
For doing what he would do is he'd end up doing all these motorcycle stunts in all these public places where no police permission or anything like that. And he was kind of, you could see him doing wheelies in the film, but it's completely just doesn't work. That's my one real gripe with the film is the two scenes with him in. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how they, you could cut that out and still have like a nice 85-minute film. I just don't understand that, man.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, that was against Lindsay's, they tied his hands on that shit, so.
Yeah, but do you think we've gone as far as we want to go with in terms of the plot?
I think so.
Yeah, things. Yeah, let's just say things get interesting. I want people to see this one.
Yep.
Absolutely. It pans out. But go on, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I was trying to make sure. Oh, I forgot to mention. So Anna Maffo, he was going to get her too.
He was, yeah.
I didn't know if you mentioned that or not, but Anna Maffo.
No, yeah.
He was going to get her to do it, but she passed. She passed on, I guess, the subject matter of the film.
She passed really later on as well. She's in a Giallo called The Weekend Murders from 1970. It's more of a comedy Giallo.
I still haven't seen it. I heard it's real tongue in cheek. So.
Yeah, it's just like a comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't work for me. But yeah, so this is, I was doing a little bit of reading on Troy Howarth's book on Lindsay.
Yeah.
And he says it right. This is Lindsay's bleakest Giallo film, or most depressing Giallo film. And yeah, it doesn't get.
I love the way it ends.
We can say this much. It ends on their characters are actually shown to be good, even though, like the ending is a completely different kind of animal. But
yeah, because if you've seen Orgasmo, they're not the same. It's not the same.
No, there's not. Yeah, and this does play well with Orgasmo, but
right. No, I would recommend watching this right after you watch Orgasmo. I think that'd be a good double feature.
It's hard to say which I like more. Actually, I think probably this one a little bit more than Orgasmo.
More than Orgasmo.
Yeah. But yeah, like I say, this one it's definitely high Lindsay for me. But didn't you find with Lindsay just hated on most of his own stuff as well? Anyway, I
think when they took away his creative control, he definitely did. So.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because he's not got no good words for any of his fellow directors, or very only maybe a couple. I know he's pretty good friends with Fulci, I think.
Yeah.
But this was released in Italy on the 18th of August, 1971, and it promptly just sank without a trace. International Cine Film Corps put it out in the US in 1974 under the title Dirty Pictures, which I love that title, by the way.
That was the American title, right?
Yeah. I think the UK as well, if I believe right.
Okay.
they were hoping to cash in on the popularity by that point of Ornella Muti, because she was kind of a big star by the time 1974 come around. And yeah, there was a lot of, you know, in the US version, the blowjob scenes completely cut out.
I thought it was the Italian.
I believe it was the export version. So I think it was the American, but it might have been the Italian as well, because I know they either cut the whole scene in one of them and they trimmed it in the other. So you might be right.
Yeah.
But looking to hedge their bets, the producers shot some pornographic material later on. So there was actually in the middle to late 70s a pornographic insert put into this film as well.
Oh, shit.
But no one, I've never seen a print of that.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone who's actually seen it. Yeah. I've done that. Nah, that wouldn't work for me, to be honest.
Right.
But yeah, you know, I think so Oasis of Fear kind of mutated into something that Lenzi wasn't happy with after he scrapped the Giallo he was going to do in Brazil. Lenzi scrambled to come up with something else before producer Carlo Ponti elected to bail out on him. He then thought to tap into the counterculture movement by having a pair of young lovers who make their way across Europe by selling drugs like Dirk said. And yeah, you know, even Dario Argento wanted to do like his follow-up to Bird with the Crystal Plumage. He wanted to make as a road movie similar to this.
Right.
I don't know. I think it was going to be called Montesa. Yeah, that would have been kind of interesting. I guess it would have still been a Giallo, but
I think road movies work no matter what, man.
I've not seen many I don't like. You know, Rabid Dogs.
I mean, they're constantly moving. You know.
Yeah, Hitchhike is another great one.
And The Hitcher and like all kind of shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that's about as far as I can go with it. So.
I'm just looking there. I think, yeah, like you say, most of the stuff we've talked about. Yeah, I will say, like, highly recommended. This is like an 8.5 for me. Like, I was surprised. I thought it might even be a 9 at one point.
Right.
It's definitely like an 8.5. What would you give it, like, ratings wise?
I'll give it a 8 out of 10, man, for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I like this one a lot. I think it's a very strong one, and this is right before Lenzi does my personal favorite Giallo from Lenzi is 7 Bloodstained Orchids.
Okay, yeah. I like that one. I've never loved that one.
This is right before that, you know. So, like, he's right in the zone, in my opinion. I feel like, and then of course Spasmo is great as well.
Spasmo is great. Knife of Ice is another favorite of mine.
Knife of Ice, man.
Eyeball. I mean, you've got to love Eyeball.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what my favorite is. Out of all of them, I think this might be my favorite Giallo of his.
Okay, mine's definitely 7 Bloodstained Orchids.
Okay, yeah. I like that's one I've always wanted to love more than I do. I do like it a lot, but
yeah.
This was called actually at one point. This was called Stress, and then they changed it to Blue Stress because of the porno angle.
Right. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you've got pretty much everything I've got down there. We said. Check it out, guys. I would definitely.
I highly recommend it, man. Like Mondo Cairo. I don't know if you can still get this.
Yeah, I'm guessing you could get this one still.
An Ideal Place to Kill that you can get, but Shameless recently put it out too, so you can get the Shameless release.
I did see the Shameless, but I can't remember too much about the other prints, so I don't know, if they use the same or. But it did look decent on the Shameless one.
I mean, they're both the 2K scan. I'm wondering if it's the same transfer. I don't know.
Probably is my guess for that. Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah, you can't go wrong with a bit of Oasis of Fear. I'm glad that this worked out. That we, I know we're going to go for the comments now. I'm glad that our last film worked out as our last film because of. Yeah, I think this is the high mark of the stream.
Hell yeah! Let me get to the chat, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to ignore people?
No, it's been a while. That's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to remember where I was at. So that's it then. I think he's talking about he was offing himself. That he's talking about the designated victim.
Designated victim, the ending.
The count set it all up for suicide.
So so you think exactly the same way as I do, then, JB? Yeah.
Yeah. Some Giallo have strange sort of ending. Definitely do. This one has a great twist. Yeah. I might have read some of this. Irene Pappas, baby. Yeah, man.
Oh man, she's one of my favorite actresses.
She's a great actress. Yeah, I got to admit.
I've not seen loads of it, but like Don't Toss a Duckling, I think she does great in that as well.
That black hair, she looked like Rita Coolidge.
Okay, I don't know who that is, but she's definitely got like a Tuscan look about her.
We got a black metal werewolf in here. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
He says Criterion has an audition of the Night Porter. Okay.
I've never seen that one.
Awesome. Glad to have you here, man. First time I've seen that name, I think. Yeah, she did Ray Lovelick. The film, in my opinion, is brilliant. It is, man. I think it is. Let's see. Lindsay was a visionary. Definitely.
And he actually shit all over it, which I can't. Yeah, I just can't understand.
Well, he shit on Cannibal for Rocks too, for a while.
That I can understand, but not so much this one. I don't know. Lindsay, you just had to read him.
We got Chris in here. He says, "Evening all on my work break, Chris? So hit that damn like and sub."
Yeah, cheers, man.
Appreciate it. Let's see, Caveman Movies and More. What's going on? Hey there, Dirk and Darren. Everyone, please hit the like button for these incredible guys. Well, I appreciate it.
Hey, what's up, guy?
Yeah.
Hope all is well, man.
So, JB, exactly, Darren. That's why it's so memorable.
Yeah.
Talking about the compassion of the couple.
Oh, is he on about Oasis or
the compassion of the hippie couple?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I remember seeing him put that comment when you were saying.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
They were good kids, man. Yeah, definitely.
It's their downfall in the end as well, which is kind of sad. But
he says Lindsay is equal to Argento, in my opinion. Okay.
That's a big statement. I wouldn't laugh at, but he's not.
I can't argue with you though. Like, if you listen to hear Lindsay say it, Argento was his pupil. So,
Well, yeah, take that for what it is. That's an argument I couldn't make as well, because Lindsay is great.
Top-notch pod brothers, in my opinion. Okay. Appreciate you, man.
Oh, cheers, man. I mean, I've been, like, JP's been putting in some very kind words on that, and
man.
Just thank him for his support. And I presume it's a guide. Let us know if it's not, but yeah, man. We really appreciate appreciate it.
Dan says, Weekend Murders isn't great, but it's worth a watch. Okay.
It's worth a one-time watch, but it's so goofy in places. Like, it's just... There's a guy in that, like, who actually is in a UK soap opera, and he plays a 14-year-old boy, and he's, like, in his 30s in that film, and it's kind of weird to me, and it's, like... That kind of put me off as well, to
I
be
haven't
honest.
seen it, so I can't say either way.
Yeah.
Let's see. JB says, you feel bad for the kids.
You do, and you shouldn't really, but you do, yeah.
Let's see. JB says, Seven Orchids is really nice. Yeah, I love it, man. I do. I love that movie.
That might click for me one day. I like it. It's like a 7, I think, for me, but it's still pretty good.
And Justin says, Dirk and Darren are the homies. Yeah, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Same to you, man. Everybody here, man.
Yeah.
Come show up every week. Even people that's lurking in the back watching, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate it. And JB says, I'm a dude.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And Marino says they cover stuff most don't. Yeah, well, try to shed some light on some stuff that's lesser known for sure.
Which we will come on to now, the next one. But in terms of like the comments and stuff, like from JB and Justin Marino as well, that keeps us going, man. I mean, in the middle of the week, I see some of the comments that you guys make, and it does like make a difference. Like it does make me happier. Like
it's
you know what I mean?
humbling,
Makes
man.
my day.
I really do appreciate everybody.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Sure.
Just knowing that we're doing these streams and people are enjoying them is enough for me. Like
Hell yeah. But man, we're gonna get into Hotel Fear.
Oh yes.
Which I gotta say right now, man, I think I like this one the most out of these three. I really do.
It's close for me, but it's up there. Yeah, I think I'm starting to feel that way. Maybe that even I like this a little bit more than Oasis, but yeah.
I there's something about it. It's so damn original, though. That's the thing. It's way different. It's in a hotel. It's set in like during World War II, and it's just got a different kind of. I mean, it's a Giallo during World War II, man. Like, what the fuck is? I mean, but it's not just a Giallo though. There's other things going on as well. Like,
there's a lot of stuff going on. This there's like even got like a gothic feel at some points, but it's certainly you've got a rape revenge going on at one point. This is like all the reviews you'll see online for this, right? I'm just saying now up front, are really usually bad. Francisco Borelli actually, again, like Lindsay with Oasis of Fear, thought this was a bad film. And we'll come into that a little bit more as we go. For me, this is one of the gems of like the Giallo genre. Like
it really
is, yeah.
And especially being this late in the game. This is 1978.
Yeah.
So like the prime era of Giallo is kind of fading off, But
100%.
But I would say that this is not just a pure Giallo either, though. Like it's kind of a mixed bag, It's its own thing.
It is. And it's a slow burn as well, and you've got I got to put that across to it. This is not really a black glove killer. There's one scene maybe that the Giallo elements come into.
Yeah,
this is just all based on like mood, atmosphere, and that like World War II kind of setting and dark, gloomy kind of corridors in this big.
And like most of the people that it takes place at a hotel, of course, and it's like. It's real like hard times are going on, right? So like everybody that's there, a lot of them are like super rich, and there's like one guy, he's got a couple hookers with him, he's just like one of the trashiest people. Then you got this other guy, this what Barilli calls Luke Miranda. He says he looks like a Clark Gable imitation. He's with this older woman, he's basically just using the shit out of her, but she's using him too. I mean, there's just a bunch of shithead characters in this movie, I
think all the male guys, apart from the young boy, are all really bad in this film.
Yeah, they're all pretty much
terrible human beings, pretty much.
Except for like one guy, but I won't.
Well, yeah.
But no, man, it's I don't really have a synopsis for this one. I didn't write nothing out, but I was just kind of giving it takes place during, like we said, World War II. It's filmed in a 18th century. What is that? What is that? An Etruscan hotel.
Is it like so? Yeah. It's definitely like authentic. The hotel is
it's real, authentic, and like everything inside was like all original. Like, so the furniture is like from the 30s and 40s and shit. Like the beds are really super small. You notice?
Yeah.
In a lot of the rooms, it's got a lot of the white and blue mosaics in the bathroom areas, like with fucking water just dripping and shit. And Barilli, like he didn't want to do this film, because he didn't write it, and he was like, he was put off. He didn't want to do it because he's a screenwriter too. But then he was talked into it from Nello Giorgetti.
Right.
He took him to this location, and he showed him the location. He's like, man, he's like, this is a perfect place to shoot a film, and that's what really got him into wanting to do it.
Yeah, so he did one of my all-time favorite Giallo films, The Perfume of a Lady in Black, in 74. He was gonna shoot a film called Law Accidio, but then he couldn't get funding for it, or he couldn't, so he pretty much kind of done this as a director for hire in a way. But you would never guess that, I don't think. Like,
did you realize that he's a screenwriter for Umberto Lenzi's Man from Deep River?
Yeah. He's he was a writer for The Trap in 1985. Who Saw Her Die as well, he wrote.
He's also an actor.
He did a Giallo film in 2012 called The Last Fashion Show.
Well, he's also an actor in this other film called The Girl from Parma.
Okay.
He had an uncredited role. It was like an Italian comedy drama, which is an odd mixture. A comedy drama. I don't know, but
he was a decent actor from what I can gather as well.
He's a screenwriter, actor, director, painter. Which I could see.
Was his main thing, wasn't it? Yeah,
I could see that. Like when you see this film, you're like, shit, like because I was listening to him. What he was saying about when he's going through this hotel, he started just filming. He just started filming. He was like, he seen like the yellow glass, and he just started framing everything and like getting shots. And then he said, then later on, he put the actors in.
Exactly. Yeah. So he wasn't very happy with like the whole material of the film or the storyline. But he said, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to make sure this is shot amazingly, which it is. This print on this, oh man, it's just like it was fucking shot yesterday to me. I'm watching it. It's an amazing
damn good transfer on Hotel Fear.
It's almost like a 4K, it looks to me.
It does. It really does, man.
That opening scene when she's on the boat, man, just looks so nice.
There's so many damn great shots in this, like down corridors and hallways, and it's all dark and that authentic 18th century hotel, man. Like it's fucking amazing. And like you see like these green shutters open up.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit kind of reminded me of the House with Laughing Windows in a way.
I got that written down, man. It completely reminds me of that.
Right.
It's got that kind of feel like, and this hotel is pretty much like out in the country as well, So it definitely got House of Laughing Windows vibes for me, yeah.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so Barilli, man, I was just going to mention a few other things before I pass on, or I can mention it later if you want.
No, go for it if you want, man.
Okay. He was just saying like that the producers fucked it all up for him, basically. That Euro International went bust. They like went bankrupt, and they're the ones that bought the film. So then the film was only released in Turin, Italy.
Yeah.
It only got that release.
A weekend or two on it, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, like not long at all. It didn't get much distribution. So he's basically said we made a film basically for failure. Like for no, he got paid, but it was much more to him. And when you listen to him talk, you can tell that it was much more to him than just a paycheck making a film,
He was constantly at loggerheads with Dazzy, the producer.
Yeah.
And this Dazzy guy would turn up on set and literally tell him what to do and what to shoot. But Francisco Pirelli took no notice of him and he just shot what he wanted to, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, he mentions that the producer's fucking screaming like a madman right behind him while he's filming. And then they also brought him a Mercedes for one shot of the film. They brought him a Mercedes from the 60s. And he's like, that's just not going to work. That's from the 60s. This is in the, during the 40s and shit. Like, what the hell are you doing? And he said he kicked the car twice and they got the car out of there or whatever. But
it was a pretty miserable experience for everyone involved because of this producer.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got anything else on the makers of this.
I think I mentioned this already, but I'll say again. He mentioned that Luke Miranda looked like a Clark Gable imitation.
He does a bit. I was taken aback with his one scene. He gets completely nude in this as well. It's like male nudity in the Giallo film, man. Doesn't really go, but there's a lot of nudity. There's a lot of nudity in this.
What's her name? Leonora Fannin?
Yeah, Fanny. Yeah.
He mentions her mother was just a hideous bitch that she would show up on set with like this rich accountant kind of guy, and that he got the vibe that she was trying to marry her off to him. Yeah. That her mother was just like this piece of shit, and he finally had to tell her that she can't come to the set no more because it's too distracting. The guy he terrified Fannin like every time he showed up, and he said it'd fuck up when they were trying to shoot, you know.
Right, but did you read Kalani's book?
No.
So there's more to that. So, her mother made her sleep with Francisco Borelli, the director, because Junior Kalani asked him in the book, and he said, "Yeah, I fucked her." He said, "I fucked her," but her mother was urging her to sleep with all the directors she worked with.
Oh man.
And you know what Ercolani's like. That book is superb. Like, he just come out and just there's no censorship.
Well, Borelli didn't mention that shit on the interview.
No, on this. Yeah. But probably for fear of being sued or something. But yeah, it's in the book. It's in the book.
That was in 2022. I don't know if he's still alive. That interview that I
Borelli, yeah, he's still alive.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still. He was gonna be at one point after The Perfume of the Lady in Black. They thought he was going to be the next kind of Dario Argento or the next big thing, you know, Pupi Avati or someone like that.
I seen a little clip of her mother talking, and she seemed like a total bitch. Have you seen that?
No, I didn't see the interview.
Yeah, she looks like a fucking horrible mother. Like, you know what I mean?
She used to like regularly ask her to sleep with these high important people, like to get her along in her career.
That's crazy, man.
And
she's got like such a innocent look to her too, don't she?
Well, we're talking about Anela Muti, right, in the last film. So Leonora, I'm going to go through the cast if you want. Have you got anything else on the others, Dirk?
I do, yeah, but you're good. I can get to it in a minute.
Okay, so she's in her 20s in this film, right? And her mother was dictating who she can sleep with.
Right.
So she was literally acting like a 14, 15-year-old girl. And in this part, I guess she's 15 or 16 she's playing? Would you say? She's playing a schoolgirl anyway.
Yeah.
And she does look very young, even though she wasn't, you know. And that works for the character. So I got
this innocent, just terrified look. You know?
Which was real. Like Borelli said she was like that in real life. She never spoke a lot. Her mother would speak for her. But yeah,
you see that in that clip where her mother's speaking for her.
I need to go back and see that. I didn't see that part. Yeah.
I should have clipped it probably and showed, but
yeah. So Leonora Fanny, right, plays Rosa. She got 28 film credits from 1973 to 1986. She was in Giallo in Venice, and again she gets completely nude, and that was like kind of the appeal of her. She didn't have no problem with doing nudity. She's in a slow burn one called Haste by the Lake in 79, which I kind of like. The Last Round, she did as well in 76. Born for Hell, 76. Act of Aggression in 75. So she was an Italian-born actress. She was born Leonora Cristofani was her full name. And she was born in 1954. She began her career in 71 after winning a Miss Teenager pageant. And that kind of launched her into like Italian film industry. Beyond acting, she trained as a psychologist, a psychotherapist. She also studied unconventional medicine at one point. And she's she went into producing as well. She's got brains. She's not just a beautiful looking person, you know. She had brains behind her as well. I can go through the rest of the cast if you want, Dirk. You okay with that, or do you want to come back to yours?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Luke Miranda, then he plays Rodolfo, the real despicable character, like Dirk was
Oh
saying.
man,
Like a gigolo or some kind, you know?
Right, and he's playing against type because he's
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
playing like this hero cop type character, you know.
He is, yeah, in all the Italian crime films.
Yep.
I think Borelli joked with him as well on set. He said, "Why are you so bad in all these Italian crime films, yet you are really good in this?" And they sparked a really good rapport together. And I think he highly, like, Miranda highly kind of thought a lot of Borelli. And Borelli's another Fulci. He's on a different intelligence to most people.
Yeah.
Because of the painting and all that. Miranda, though, yeah, Hostile Part 2 he was in. He was in The Last Round I mentioned earlier, that with Leonardo Fani, actually. Kidnap Syndicate, 75. Silent Action, he did all the Martino films, didn't he? He did Torso, Violent Professionals, Shoot First, Die Later, that we mentioned earlier on the stream, Puzzle, which is another great one. But he's a French actor and a former model. He's of Italian descent through his paternal grandfather. He was raised in Paris and Morocco, of all things. He enjoyed motorcycle racing, skydiving. He was kind of like an active type. And he
and
worked
long walks on the beach with old ladies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah. That's a scene for you as well. But he was making ends meet at one point by being a waiter. He was a waiter. And then he was spotted at an audition when he was 27 and kind of got into it. And like, yeah, great career ever since, really. He is into now, he's into antiques. He sells a lot of antiques, and he's got his own shop in Paris where he sells, you know, like antiques of all kinds, you know, pictures, furniture, and all that.
Well, that interview I saw with him, I mean, he's still got his wits about him pretty good, and that was you know, a few years ago.
I've seen interviews with him up until about 2020, yeah, and he looks great for his age as well. He's like Fabio Testi's another one. They remind me of, like, you know, they got all their wits about them, and well into their 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know if you want to go back to anything.
Yeah. Well, I can mention the cinematographers. I'm trying not to butcher this name. Hopefully, I'm not. Gualtiero Manozzi.
I'm glad you said that one, not me.
Yeah. He did Lolita 2000. That's a Claudio Papalia film. Have you seen that one?
No, it's looking. He done 8 films, and I'd never recognized any of them.
I didn't either. He did an Italian titled film, Quanto e bello la Murier Lacisso.
Okay, no.
1975. So I don't know what that is. The director of that one, though, is Ennio Lorenzini.
Okay, yeah.
You ever heard of him?
No, not really.
Okay, and then he did like an action film in 1988 called Cross Mission.
No, you do that one either.
Yeah, and then that's Alfonso Brescia film.
I've heard of him. He's kind of a well-known.
Yeah, that's
well-known Italian
action
director.
I'm assuming, but
yeah, he is. Yeah.
But then you got the score from Adolfo Weitzman. He was an Argentine composer, like a really big Spanish musician, like very well known in Spain. Was in a jazz orchestra at the age of 15. So this is an amazing score, I gotta say, by the way.
Man, even that cinematographer you just mentioned, he's only done 8 films. Like, the cinematography in this film is like amazing.
It is. But I'm saying it goes with the score and the direction. I mean, I think everything is like top notch, man. And the guy that did the score, this Adolfo Weitzman, he did more than 70 films. He did a lot of Spanish television as well. So
he did A Bell from Hell, which is kind of like a Giallo in a way. Like, probably it's more of a slower one, but yeah, people can check that out.
Right. And then the screenplay is Borelli, and then Barbara Alberti, which she did she wrote A prostitute serving the public and complying with the laws of the state.
Okay. Yeah.
What the fuck? But it's also known as prostitution Italian style.
Okay, that's a film, is it? Or
yeah.
Okay, I've never heard that one.
Prostitution Italian style, and I know you're going to seek that one out there.
I mean, yeah, I'm up for anything Italian, man.
Right.
It will get to a point where, I'll be searching out all these kind of unknown stuff at one point.
And she also I mean, this film's came up quite a bit tonight. She also wrote the Night Porter.
There you go.
And
yeah,
she did another one, an Italian action comedy called Blonde and Black Leather.
Okay.
So it sounds like a lot of sexy kind of shit she wrote.
Sounds like some Umberto Lenzi style stuff.
But yeah, man.
Did you so the original title for this is Pension Pora, right, which is a Hotel Fear.
Yeah.
But the Spanish name is La Violoquia della Señorita Julia, which is the rape of Señorita Julia. Which is kind of interesting because there's no character called Julia in this.
No. Maybe her name was Julia in the damn
in the original treatment. Yeah. Maybe that's all it can be, actually, thinking about it.
Yeah.
This is one I'm very kind of excited to talk about, to be honest.
But see, Barilli though, he reevaluated the film. He appreciates it more. And he still don't know why film critics praise the film.
I don't know. I think they're just being modest, rather than because no one wants someone to come on and say, "Yeah, I did the best thing ever." Do you know what I mean? I think.
Well, he did legit say he didn't like the way it ended, and I kind of can agree in a way.
That's my only. That's what knocks it down a bit for me is the actual. Friggin' lasts 10 minutes. I actually like how it ends, but there's
the very end.
Yeah, very end I like.
Yeah,
but there's 10 minutes before that I fucking hated. I wish I wasn't in there.
It don't really fit.
It doesn't. It just goes completely
we're not gonna say because it's so fucking oddball.
Yeah,
but there's also something that Barilli wanted to happen, which would have made way more sense, but they didn't let him do it. So.
Well, yeah. We'll come on to a scene at the start as well in a minute that that Dario Argento kind of pinched for Inferno. Because they wanted to start this film. So literally, this starts off right. Over the opening credits, we get a crack of thunder, and we see this shadowy hotel, and the theme music to this is outstanding. And then we kind of cut to one sunny afternoon toward the end of the Second World War. Rosa, Leonora Fanny, she's out on the lake and she's writing letters to her father. That's another thing I was going to ask you. Did their relationship seem inappropriate to you? The way she wrote about her father being handsome and I don't know whether they were trying to insinuate something.
I don't know though, because I don't know. A lot of girls are like that though with their father. As far as you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They look up to their father. They want to find a man that's like their father. Just like young boys look at their mother in a way.
Yeah. So I mean it's kind of ambiguous. It doesn't tell you one way or the other, but you can read into that however you want.
Yeah.
But she's out on the lake, and it's beautiful, beautiful kind of sequence. But what they wanted to do originally in that scene was they wanted her to be swimming, and they wanted a whole house at the bottom of the lake.
Oh, shit.
Where she would dive down, Inferno style.
Right.
Irene Miracle in Inferno does it.
Yeah.
Argento's bound to have pinched that. Because the only reason they didn't do it, Francisco Borelli said, was for budget reasons. So they had to put her out on a boat. But she was going to dive down, and that was going to play into the end of the film as well. I don't know how it would have panned out. Maybe we would have got a better ending or better kind of last 10 minutes than we did. But yeah. Argento's bound to have heard that, bound to have read the treatment and pinched that. It's impossible. This was like 2 years before Inferno as well.
Right.
So yeah, like for sure, man. So you've got her. She's with her mother. She plays Rosa. She's with her mother in this dilapidated hotel. They're doing all they can to like make ends meet. You've got all these slimy characters who are in there. You know, Rodolfo and his kind of older girlfriend who he's trying to literally get her jewels and get her money.
Right. She's just like a fucking nymphomaniac.
Yeah, she's nasty.
Like,
she is
and
nasty.
It's so
man.
gross, man. Ain't it? Like, I think it is.
Yeah, she's nasty looking as well.
Yeah.
You've got the old guy, the bald guy, who's like the swimmer at the start of the film. He's always on about, he's got some kind of thing about his family have been killed, his wife and son were killed. And Francisco Borelli come up with that on, like, that was written as they were going with the film. It just come to his mind, and then he thought, well, I'll put that in there. And so his character's always mentioning him. It doesn't say why, I don't think, but he always mentions his wife and son or whatever have been killed.
Yeah.
And he's creepy as hell.
He is.
They are all kind of like got some kind of sexual perversions going on.
Some kind of deviant. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all trying to get after her in a way.
And Rosa, bear in mind, Rosa's playing like a 15, 16-year-old girl, and they're all trying to get in her pants. Quite literally, they're spying on her through keyholes. I think Rodolfo at one point fucking puts his dick up to the keyhole and asks her to look.
Yeah.
It's
but then she's
sleazy.
Strangely like turned on too, ain't she?
Well, yeah, this is another ambiguous
that one
part
scene,
of it.
Yeah.
It's ambiguous. You don't know whether she does find him attractive or what. Her mother, like early on in the film, is not giving too much away. She has I think it's like a heart attack in the middle of the night, or she falls.
No, they find her fucking dead with like her neck fucking broke.
Yeah, that was due to a fall, though, I believe.
Yeah, down the steps, and then the guy says that's how his wife died or something.
That's right. Yeah. So you've got that scene where she dies early on.
It's odd though, because you think that's going to go somewhere. Like you think that's one thing that kind of threw me off. It was like I thought that was going to be more of a bigger part to the film, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like a red herring in a way.
Right. I thought that somebody killed her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
she's very close with Rosa, I gotta say as well. The two of them are like they're their father's at war, or Rosa's father's at war. But what happens with her mother is she's having an affair with this guy up in the attic, and he's another creepy fucker, man.
Oh, so there's some
weird.
Deleted scenes too. Have you seen the deleted scenes?
No, I didn't get around to that.
Or like not the deleted scenes, but I think it's the Spanish version. Is
okay, like extra scenes, you mean?
There's more to it. Like, there's two scenes where women are getting ate out.
Yeah.
Well, they're longer in the Spanish version.
Okay.
So like that's really all it is, but it's kind of weird. You
said it's like 4 minutes longer or something, is it?
No, that's the other film.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
I'll have to see see if I can get hold of it. Is the Spanish version on you as well?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I watched just the Italian then.
Yep.
But yeah, you've got the fascist guys. Like there's two fascist males, and they got these two prostitutes who they keep there at the hotel.
Oh yeah, they just keep fucking throwing them around each other, and
they're having like
they call them whores sex. And
yeah. There's a couple of oral sex scenes in this as well, in there.
Yeah.
So you've got the mother. She kind of goes to give food to her lover in the attic, and then he strangely just goes down on her for no reason.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You can tell she doesn't want to do that. But that's longer. That's what you're saying. That's longer in the other version.
Yep.
And there's the oral sex scene with the fascist guy and the prostitute, Leonora. Rosa like bumps into him. Then yeah.
Which that's a funny scene, I thought, because she turns the light on and he's like, "Turn the fucking light off."
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So Marta is her mother who dies. Lydia Biondi was the actress. I think she does a great job in this. You've got a great scene as well with them. So they're in World War II and you got the air raids going over and they're all sat at the dinner table and it's like quite tense. And then you get
they're all wondering if they're
screaming.
they're about to fucking get bombed or not, you know?
Yeah. I mean,
it's like nothing else matters at that moment. Like they're all fucking scared shitless. It's like, you know.
Right. And Rose is kind of taking it all in his stride more than any of the others because some of the men start screaming out and shit. And, yeah, it's crazy. So you got Rodolfo. So he's the one. He's just literally just the sleaziest out of all of them. I suppose they all are in a way.
Yeah.
But he's really trying it on with Rosa. He really wants to get her in bed.
Right. I'm assuming because she's a virgin.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, she does do quite a bit of nudity. She goes topless early on in this. She goes completely naked at one point as well. Yeah. And you've got the whole, how can I put it without being too graphic? But back in those days, they didn't do a lot of shaving, if you know what I mean. So you've got that kind of scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, this got great use of shadows and all that, and it kind of plays out into where you think with the mother, you think that's going to be the murder mystery element to it. But then it takes a complete turn halfway through with a Rodolfo and his girlfriend character. We won't say too much about that.
Yeah.
And needless to say, then, you know, she kind of got this relationship going on with Guido, this boy. And his like uncle is this weird priest as well. And even he's a
scumbag.
He's off as well. Yeah, every character is literally off.
Yeah, the priest was having sex with her mother, you come to find out.
Right. Yeah.
And he's like, well, your mother used to do things for me.
Like, which makes it even more like fucked up. The sort of back kind of story.
A nun, isn't it a nun sitting there?
That is
like she's covering her ears and shit so she don't hear nothing.
Yeah. So I don't think
some of the scenes are kind of funny if you think about it. Like,
I guess, but I mean, it's more. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even like look to the funny scenes in a way. To be honest, it's just like kind of a dark, creepy kind of. And we will say, I won't say who, but there's a rape that goes on in this kind of a rape revenge scene as well.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more kind of.
It's a strong, like very hard. Yeah. I think it's a hard rape scene. I think it is.
Apparently, this was Italy's like noted as Italy's worst ever rape scene at this point.
It's pretty rough.
In cinema.
Yeah.
It is very rough, and it does fucking look real.
In the Spanish version, it shows him like it don't show him like it shows him putting it in.
Yeah.
But it don't show. It's not like a porno or nothing. But it shows you see what he's doing. You know.
But like I mentioned earlier as well, where Luke Miranda at one point he tries to trick her to come into a bedroom, and we see him completely fucking naked, like
he's like doing push-ups, right?
Yeah. He's got no problem with being nude in front of the camera. It is a weird scene, but then after the rape, there's a couple of characters come into it that kind of don't fit with the film for me. And you've got the whole dual element and all that. Pretty much
there's some weird tacked on shit, it feels like.
Yeah. We've got another character that comes into it later on that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's weird.
It is, I will say it's weird. But it kind of redeems itself. The actual ending is pretty good.
The very end
redeems itself.
I do love the very, very end.
I mean, yeah. Just 10 minutes that I could do without. But overall, like, you could tell, I'm surprised Barilli didn't go on and do frigging great stuff.
Well,
he could have been another Argento, man. He really could have. Like,
I know. So he just, I get the vibe from him though, man, that like he wasn't interested in doing. He wasn't getting funding, you know.
Right? Yeah.
So that's unfortunate for a lot of these guys. So
he was a big guy. He was a big friend of Luigi Bazzoni, who did Footprints on the Moon.
Yeah.
The Possessed, the Fifth Chord. And he had kind of, I'm not sure his whole role, but he had kind of things to do with those films as well. He helped with those films. And that was his big buddy, so to speak, was Bazzoni. Yeah. So I guess Barilli always thought of like Bazzoni as being one of the best, and he's kind of not quite as good as him. I don't know, but yeah, man, one of the unsung heroes, I feel, of Italian cinema, just for 2 films alone. I don't think you loved The Perfume of the Lady in Black. I think you liked it, didn't you, Dirk? Can you remember?
It went up after I've seen it a couple times. It went up after the second one.
I remember now, yeah. I would highly recommend anyone to like watch them in order though. Go with Perfume in Black first and then this one. The 2 lead actresses, so you've got Rosa.
I think I actually like this one more though.
I liked it. Well, I don't know. Well, no, I don't think I do actually.
I think I like this one more than Perfume. Yeah.
I think it's close. But Mimsy Farmers kind of plays a very innocent role in that as well, which kind of reminds me of Rosa in this one.
Yeah.
And those 2 characters got quite a lot of things in common, even though they end vastly differently. I'm so glad Dirk liked this, and so I wasn't sure if any of these. I knew that you liked Oasis actually, but I wasn't sure whether you would like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is
right up my alley.
High end fucking Giallo for me.
It is, dude. Like, and for me, this is like a 9 out of 10 for sure.
Oh, you'd even go higher than me then, because this is like an 8.5. But okay. I always feel it could go to a 9. It probably won't go to a 10 because of that 1 10-minute sequence.
That's why I won't. But it's very high tier for me. There's this one shot that I want to mention too. Like, there's several great shots, but there's one shot where you see her looking through this little crack in the glass, and it's like, and there's like red and blue stained glass, and then there's also like yellow fucking stained glass. Like, it's dripping with fucking atmosphere too, man. This film.
That has to be like a Suspiria nod, because it's the way they filmed that with the color gelling and all that.
Yeah.
I think those colors come more into it as we go on in the film. Oh man, like Dirk said, it's just to die for some of the.
I gotta admit though, I do have to admit one thing. I did figure it out. That's all I'm gonna say. I did figure it out. So.
Okay, even with the one character that comes in late.
No.
I was gonna say I would have been.
No. I figured out who the killer is though. So.
All right, they don't even try to hide. Like, even
Not
though
really.
they hide it in the scene, but then they tell you like 10 minutes later, literally.
Right. Yeah.
I won't say who it is, but
So that's
some of the stuff I got down, but obviously it was filmed in Italy, Spain, co-production. It was filmed at Bracanio Lake, which a few of these Giallos I've noticed has been shot there. And it was done in Rome as well. It had a VM18 rating, obviously, for the nudity. Release date was the 16th of February 1978 in Italy. Distribution was Euro International Film, which actually did fold, like Dirk said. They did go bankrupt.
Right.
Domestic gross was 82 million lira, which wasn't great for its time, I guess. But yeah, I mean, Borelli thought to be the next big thing in Italian horror. It took him 4 years between doing Perfume of the Lady in Black and this, which is kind of, man, it's a waste, man, for me, honestly. He's even talking now up until like 4 or 5 years ago in interviews of him even producing films now, and that ideas that he's got from then.
Yeah.
He did want to do that one film called Le Occhino. And he was hell-bent on doing that, but he just couldn't get the funding for it. He wrote a love story, actually. So he wrote a love story set in Tangier in the 1920s, which was to be called Vento Rosso, Red Wind. It was inspired by an old film starring Jean Gabin, Pepe Lamoco mixed with other things, and it was a big disappointment. The producers thought they needed US backing, and then it all become like a money issue, and he couldn't get that going either. So, I mean, it looks like the kind of things conspired against him, us ever getting any more decent films with him producing or even directing. But yeah, man, just a fucking superb set of films. This and Lady of the Perfume in Black.
Yeah, I mean, I can't complain, man. I enjoyed 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So
I mean, I liked all 3, and I was hoping you maybe like Designated Victim down the line, but I don't. From hearing your views, actually, now I don't think you ever will, and that's fair enough. You know, I'm not gonna. Yeah, it's good that we disagree on things, I think.
Right. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, it has some good things about it, but then for the most part, it don't work for me. It just ain't not my thing, I guess.
No, that's fair enough. But so the script, I've got a little bit more just looking now in my notes. The script originally titled this was Lego Nero, written, of course, by Barbara Alberti and Amedeo Pagini, who Dirk mentioned. And it was a gloomy drama set in World War II in an isolated hotel by the lake, where an underage girl has to manage the place alone with her mother and must avoid the attention of slimy gigolos in league with the fascists, which is pretty much how it came out. But really try to emphasize the elements of the story he liked the most, such as a claustrophobic setting and the mystery side angle to the film. As a young Rosa finds herself protected by a mysterious stranger who kills all those who harm her, the result is one of a kind work which does not really fit into the Gothic, the Giallo, the psychological drama, but encompasses all of these and more, which is pretty much what Dirk said earlier. So I didn't want to steal his thunder or anything. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's people gotta go out, man. Don't read the reviews either. Don't read the reviews to this. Go out and seek this out on your own and make up your own mind, because people are shitting all over this online. And
really,
yeah, this is not regarded very high at all.
Holy shit! I don't know.
I think we're the two that most champion this film, from what I can see, because I don't see no others.
That's crazy, man. This is a fucking masterpiece, I think, man. Like, exception of a couple things, man.
It's almost a masterpiece, I would say. Yeah.
Exception of a couple things, man. But it's a pretty fucking high tier, and especially for 78 to be in the late 70s. I think it's a damn solid, good one, man. So
it's just dripping in like atmosphere and dark corridors. If you like all the old Bava stuff in the 60s, like The Girl Who Knew Too Much, it's got all that with this hotel and all these creepy kind of alleyways, and you've even got like
authentic, 18th century hotel, man. So it's
they use a mud bath as well in it. It's got to be real. But sorry, go on. What was you gonna say? Sorry.
Oh, I just need to get to the comments right quick.
Yeah.
See ya. So let's see. Justin Marino says that's a bold statement. Argento, in my opinion, is on a whole other level. Yeah,
I mean, he had the potential. I would say. I wouldn't say he was going to be like an Avenger, but he definitely, for me, had the potential to be.
I think this is way back. So that was back. That was almost an hour ago when he said that. So I think he's talking about when JB was saying about Lindsay is right there with Argento.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Argento's body of work is much better than Lindsay's.
I think so. Argento's my number one. Everyone knows that.
Right.
But Lindsay's Giallo films don't get a recognition they deserve.
Well, you got to think about all the crime films that Lindsay did too.
That's his forte, I think. Yeah.
And then also Lindsay did like over 60 films, and Argento only did what, 22?
Yeah.
23. So,
but you got to think
all the same.
Like
kind of
Paranoia, Orgasmo, and Knife of Ice don't get talked about enough, I don't think. Spasmo's another, like, people don't really mention it, You
got Eyeball and 7 Bloodstained Orchids, Man from Deep River, Cannibal for Rock.
The list goes
He's got some bangers, dude. Eaten Alive. Fucking.
I even like people don't like this one, but I even like Hitcher in the Dark.
Yes,
a lot of people love Nightmare Beach, and I honestly prefer Hitcher in the Dark to Nightmare Beach.
I like Nightmare Beach over Hitcher. in the dark.
That is a goofy one, though. You got to admit that is more comedy.
Yeah, it is. It is, but it's got that vibe, like, you know.
But go back. We've done a couple of streams on Lindsay, so go back. We've done at least like one of the first streams we ever did was Lindsay.
It was the first stream we ever did.
Yeah. Did we do one Saint? I think we did do.
Yeah. Well, we covered some Houses of Doom.
That's right. Yeah, and we did do Knife of Ice and all them as well, didn't we? I think. Did we do Orgasmo? I'm not sure actually. So. Oh, maybe there's a show then if doing that Lindsay Baker set. I thought we did it, but I might be wrong.
Let's see. JB says I use JB because of the Scotch.
I guess that, yeah, man. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Giallo. Maybe it was a bit of a reach, Justin, but I love Lindsay. Yeah, Lindsay's great, man.
Lindsay, man. I love some Lindsay.
Let's see. Luke Miranda is one of my favorite Italian actors. Yeah, I can see it. Definitely. Yeah, I dig
Violent Professionals, man. That's one of his best roles as well.
It is. Yeah, because he's playing way against type in that film.
Yeah.
Argento is more of a visual artist than a director. He's writing is mid-tier at best. Yeah. I think Lindsay's a better writer for sure.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Argento is a genius in actual fact.
Argento was all about the visuals, like you said, yeah.
Yeah, I prefer Fulci. I like the violent aspects of his films. Yeah.
Fulci's another one that can do any genre. He's literally like that talented.
Fulci is also a genius, just a little different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fulci's my third favorite director, period. So
yeah, I don't know if he's my third as well. I think he comes in under like Martino. But the more I see a Fulci, I think he might even go up to like second at some point.
And then you got let's see, Justin says Luke Miranda was popular around this time. I wish he had more time in Torso.
Yeah, he's kind of wasted a little bit in Torso. I know he plays a big major part in the ending, but yeah.
Let's see, Luke and Fabio Testi hardly aged much, right?
They look amazing in their 70s. It's crazy.
Just watched The Black Cat from Fulci. Okay, yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
Good one.
That's like a hammer film in a way.
Really took her to Pound Town.
Yeah, he certainly did, man.
Crazy shit. I didn't know.
And her mother was like complicit to that as well. Crazy.
Let's see, we got Systems Geezy. Yo, dude, I really love your vibe and would love to support and catch your next live stream. Add me on Discord. Lucci 10. Awesome.
Nice, man. Yeah, thanks for the kind words, man.
Awesome. Appreciate you. For sure. Guys, I just picked up Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid on Criterion. Man, it's heavy. Okay. Right.
Oh, I've not seen that one.
Got Acres of Movies. I'm really excited for the new horror movie called Goner. It is launching at EFM as a new franchise, Giallo Energy, in The Fog meets Scream.
Wow, you've got me there straight away. Yeah. I'm in for that.
I had to check that out for sure.
Hey, Stacey, nice to see you. Nice to see you on in the chat.
Do you own this one, guys? What, Hotel Fear? Or we got.
Is that
It's Mondo Macabro. If you're talking about Hotel Fear.
Sorry, well, the chat goes like we kind of don't keep up sometimes.
Let's see. JB said I got to pick this up. It's on Mondo. Yeah,
100% pick up. Yeah.
Also,
but be prepared though.
Also, the extra sounds good. The extra goes crazy on a movie set, and they use the footage of him getting hurt and him killing people in the movie, and then he comes back and kills cast and crew on sequels. Okay.
Nice, man.
JB says Mimsy Farmer was a ice cold actress. I heard. Oh, I'm not a big fan of hers. I got to be honest. I'm just not a big Mimsy Farmer guy. I mean, I think
like with her when it works. Like 4,000 Grey Velvet, great. Perfume of a Lady in Black, it works.
Autopsy,
but she's got that one expression.
Yeah,
and she can't really do any other kind.
Go watch her in fucking Body Count. Is that Body Count?
Yeah, with David S.
Go watch her in that shit. But
yeah.
Let's see. We got Hammed Josh. Love your content. Joining next stream with friends. Add me on Discord. Darks Andro 45. Awesome,
Okay.
man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. Let's see. Wild Wrangler says, "Hey guys, me and my father been at the ER with my mother. I'm tired. Thought I would say hello, and I'll catch y'all later." Yeah, man.
Sorry to hear that, man. Hope it's not too serious or anything.
Yeah. Well, thoughts and prayers with you, man. For sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. She is alive still. Thank God. That's always good, man. It's good. I hope all is well, Wild. Yeah, man. For sure. Keep you in my thoughts, man. For sure.
Yeah, let us know, man. Hopefully things work
Almost
out.
Human. Yeah, Almost Human's masterpiece.
That's my favorite Lindsay.
Yeah. I don't know. Tomas Milian was a wild man in that film. Yeah, definitely was. Hitcher is decent. I'm glad I picked it up from VS. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I strongly like that. It's got like a Ted Bundy type vibe to it, but this guy going around killing people.
Well, that guy just don't work for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we spoke about it, haven't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Robert Night 90, what's going on? He says, better late than never. What's going on? Well, I appreciate you popping in, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hopefully you can catch a replay. Hopefully.
Yeah, catch the replay. And next week, man, we're gonna actually have Anthony's Horror and More and Pop's Movie Dungeon on with us.
Hell yeah.
To cover the Hitcher. We're gonna finally cover the Hitcher. So
it's the time of year for the Hitcher.
And it's the perfect time of year, man. The summer's coming to a close, to an end. So
I've not seen that film in
get that
quite
sweaty
a while.
film in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'll be on An Hour to Kill. So
right, yeah. I'm guessing we're all gonna love that one, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, looking forward to that. I do want to mention something quickly. So Black Love Reviews, Chris's channel. I don't know if people know about that, but go over, sub to him. I'm going to be on stream with him on Wednesday, where we're going to be comparing Friday the 13th Part 2 with Bare Blood. And I know he's got like this audio podcast he wants to plug as well. I think it's just called Black Love Reviews. I might be on a few of them with him early on, and and see how things go with that. Because I'm planning on doing my own at some point, but I don't know how it just keeps getting put on the back burner. So the Chris said I'm welcome on his podcast whenever. So all good. So yeah, keep an eye for those guys.
Let's see. Texas says, he's talking to somebody. Let's see. The actor.
Oh, Vanta's in. Yeah, Vanta. I spoke to Vanta in the week.
What's Moreno talking about? The actor?
I'm not sure.
What's going on, Vanna Black? Finally got you in here. Glad to see you.
I popped into a stream the other night.
Okay.
And I said hello, and she was talking back.
Awesome. Yeah. Always good. Catching.
I was getting a bit worried because we haven't seen Vanta for a long time.
Yeah.
For a while.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's see. In Hitcher in the Dark. Oh,
the young guy. Yeah.
I don't know his name, but he's annoying as shit. I can tell you that. Like,
with the shades on.
Yeah, he's just, I don't know. He just looks like one of them guys you just slap the shit out of and he go running crying down the fucking street. But
that blonde in that though, she's stunning. That blonde that he ties up and he keeps in prison, then he in the camp.
But I do have, like, I forgot to mention. I keep forgetting to mention this shit. I got a couple pickups.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I was just gonna show that right quick. It's only two things that I got recently, so I just figured I'd show it. And here we go. Here we go. All right. Anyway, so I got this book, man. Texas is the Reason by Tim Murray.
Okay. Yeah.
So a little short read. Of all my mother actually got me this, man, and I much appreciated. So got that, and then I picked this up, man. The Exorcist Legacy, 50 Years of Fear.
Okay. Nice, man.
And it's got John Russo does the foreword. And it's so it's a hard.
I was going to say that's a hardback, you know, yeah.
Yeah. So this come out in 2023, I think. So.
But we got no excuse now because we want to do that Exorcist show, don't we?
Yep.
So
absolutely.
yeah, you have to do some reading.
Yeah.
I want to get Lorne on that, but I've not really spoke to him about it. But that's the idea anyway. Maybe towards kind of Halloweenish time.
Yeah. Oh, Moreno's saying he's definitely over the top. Talking about that actor.
Yeah, he does play it over the top, man. Yeah.
Hope everyone's had a great weekend. Yeah, it's been pretty dang good. I can't complain. Y'all, I hope everybody has a great week coming up. It's 4:12 here. I normally catch the replay. Damn.
It's hot as well in the UK. I know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Texas says, Dirk, I got Life Aquatic on Wednesday on my channel. Okay. Yeah, check out Texas channel, man.
Yeah.
He's going to be covering Life Aquatic watch party.
Then we got something planned with Tex as well. You saying something about maybe doing Burial Ground and a watch along, which I'm well up for. Like,
yeah.
So keep our eyes peeled for that as well.
That, for sure.
Once we get a date, we'll kind of promote it as well.
That'd be a good one. Yeah. Y'all check out Texas channel, man. On Wednesday, he's going to be doing Life Aquatic. I think he goes around 9 Central Time, and it'll be 10 Eastern Standard Time.
Usually too late for me though in the UK. That's the only thing.
What time would that be? I don't know.
Like 4 o'clock. I want to say 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Well, saying I'm up at 4 now anyway. So
let's see. Yes, I need to be stateside. Yeah. Let's see. Stay scared, guys, as George would say. I hear you, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Appreciate
you popping in. I appreciate everybody that's been in here. It's been great, man. We've had pretty good solid crowd for most part.
Sub each other's channels as well, and
check out Vanna Black's channel too, man. Make sure I hit my notification for that text. Yeah, she's got some good content over there.
Very good erotic content, I will say.
Yeah, erotic music and stuff, vibes going on, man.
Very different as well to like a unique channel, definitely.
Oh yeah. And Justin Marino says I need to do a stream with you guys. Yeah, man. We can plan it out.
Anytime, man. Just let us know.
For sure.
Yeah.
But, man, I guess we're going to get out of here. Like I said, y'all have a great week. And like I said, sub to everybody that's in the chat. We've had all kind of people in here, man. So.
Yeah, and start watching your copies of The Hitcher as well if you want to come in next week and in the chat. And the more the better, more the merrier, really. Yeah. Just all come in and we'll
be doing a deep dive on The Hitcher, man, with Anthony's Hornmore and Pop's movie dungeon, man. So
absolutely,
that's a good one. So y'all have a good one, man.
Have a good one, guys.